Hello, everybody! I do seem to be dropping frames a little bit here and there, but luckily with my new resolution, it should just make the screen go a little wobbly? I don't know why it's doing this. It was running fine. I hate you, Cox Communications. I also, if you might see, I have a new sign up here in the top right telling you if you want to throw tomatoes, you can go over to the Twitch side. I long for the day that viewer attack allows like a third-party button I can just link people to. Or YouTube starts fucking implementing these. Yeah, so you might have noticed by the screaming face up here that I'm not working on Switcheroo today. I actually want my friend to help me with the first part of the next part. So, I gotta talk to her about that. But a while ago, I talked to Kaiser Shonen about doing some talk sprites for him, and I finally have time to do that. So that's what I'll be working on today. These are the rough poses he wants. It's gonna be a bunch of poses and different faces he can swap in and out. So then he can just use those on his thumbnails, or use them in his videos going forward. So he's just gonna give me one lump payment for him, and that way if I'm not available for thumbnails or something, he can just he can just use the pre-made talk sprites. I see we're doing my soup's face! We are, our lol cows are all congealing into one horrible fusion. As you might know, Lily copyright struck me again, even though she has no grounds to, and no intent or ability to sue me. I at least got the AI bot I was conversing with from Team YouTube through email to escalate to another department, so hopefully something will come of that.
Sent a super chat. Sai, how much can I commission you to draw a picture of Power Girl with Anthony's face?
Well, when I open commissions again, I mean, I guess, sky's the limit. I'm going to be working on a sheet, and I'm going to be doing commissions through Ko-fi, because they have the ability to have slots, and I'm going to need slots now. I never used to do that.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Kaiser has a cool sprite. I love Mega Man.
Yeah, his sprite is basically Mega Man with, Kamiya's glasses from Gurren Lagann, which is amazing. It does stand out. Like, I was like, this is basically your mascot, dude. So, I'm gonna be, like, just sketching out the general poses. I want to try to keep the body consistent. I'm not the best at drawing mech stuff. So, this is gonna be a lot of me feeling it out again today.
Super chat. Fusion of Lily Orchard and Shad when?
Oh god, that would be just the ultimate incompetence and narcissism, wouldn't it? Ugh. I would still say Lily is more unpleasant than Shad, even though they both have a history of writing dubious fiction.
Lurkins Coffee sent a super chat. Hi Carl. Fun fact, do you know that water makes a great substitute for any sauce? Especially if you season the water. Also, bread.
Thank you, Wilkins. How are you seasoning the water? I'm just imagining you just like dumping a bunch of basil in water and dipping bread in that, because you seem insane enough to do so. Oh, alright. Kaiser's got a Wani reading for me. Let's check this out. Make sure it's appropriate for my stream. Kaiser, the other Kaiser, Neo Kaiser, the one that's been here forever. He was part of the stream even before I took off. That's not a reading. I guess we're just looking at it. Who is she supposed to be? Hang on a second, let me get the big screen up. I'm really on the ball today. Don't tell me I deleted that, no. Should under... Oh, it's under my art space. I just had it minimized. Derp. Anyway. What character is she supposed to be? That looks familiar. This is anime schoolgirl. Oh wait, this is the part where it reads. Okay, I see. My chats are overlapped? Oh shit. Oh wait, I know what caused that. Hang on.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. I think Ant's super chat is based on a dream I told him. I had a dream last night where a Shadlork fusion had a bad take on a game and I commissioned you to make the thumbnail. Then Ant and I collabed.
You've been watching our streams too much. No, I was trying to take out the super chat scroll on the starting screen, and it affected it on this scene too, apparently. So the super chat scroll and the YouTube chat are on the same overlay, so my stream is very well put together and held together with tape and paper clips.
Boopta Flute sent a super chat. What if we mass report her Dragon Age fit for misinformation?
No, that would be just resorting to the same abusing YouTube's reporting system. Excuse me, system like she does. But hopefully the AI has contacted a real person at YouTube for me who will actually look into this. I attached the video clips of Lily outright stating she is going to keep copyright striking people just to be a pest and put me on a 10-day streaming break. Hey, Lily. Striking me doesn't make me unable to stream, Lily. I would have raided you if you were still streaming, Lily. Anyway, what? I'm reading this, I think. What do you think? Wait, no, I gotta turn off the music. No! Sorry, Kaiser. What do you think? Awesome! People are gonna flip when they see this. What anime is this cosplay from again? It's not an anime. Well, I don't know what it is either. It looks familiar, though. Anyway, now I'm gonna check my messages. I've been arguing with some idiot over minimum wage. I should just not be on Twitter, guys. I should learn my fucking lesson. Anyway. I got him backwards. Well, they needed to have better fucking dialogue balloons than Kaiser. I couldn't tell who the fuck was talking. You hear that, Clipto Kicks? You need to make it more obvious who is. You had to have lines. What you need is, you needed lines going to the next part of the dialogue, so I know who the fuck is talking. That's what you're getting, Kaiser. That's it. I'm one take wonder. It's left to right. I did do it left to right. Yeah. It's not my fault they have confusing balloon arrangement. Oh, I barely use Blue Sky. Anyway, back to talking about Shad. Some fun music we can put in the background for this. Flogging Molly, sure. I can play Flogging Molly now. I'm very professional. What are you talking about? Anyway. Bring up good old Distracto-Vision. So.
Igor sent a super chat. You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. So Shad has uploaded yet another video about how his channel is dying. This is the third one by my count. He's uploaded about his fucking channel dying. It's a popular hentai? Of course it is. I've probably seen that character design around, though. So anyway, yeah, Kaiser's trying to trick me again. So Shad is constantly talking about how my channel is dying. Nobody likes sword content anymore when it's him that they don't like. He also, on his main channel, did upload a response to Ant's response to his response. So we might look at this too if we have time. Depends how long the first video takes. So let me just rearrange things on my screen here. I'm super on the ball this week, guys, as always. Oh, you like the album that I'm playing right now? I was looking through YouTube's creator music and found that a lot of Flogging Molly songs are on revenue sharing now, which means I can play them on stream without getting copyright blocked, and part of the revenue of the ads will just go to the band. So I'm like, I'm cool with that. As long as I can play music I fucking like. Turn the corner where you would have been within a mile of home. Anyway, this is not a singing stream though. We'll do those in the future when I get a better microphone. So I'm gonna turn off the music to make editing later easier if I decide to. I'm not recording this one today. I recorded Lily's stream. By the way, since the Dragon Age, the 9-hour Dragon Age stream got fucking copyright struck, even though Lily shouldn't be able to do that, because obviously a 9-hour VOD is not her 20-minute fucking video. If you become a channel member, I uploaded the recording of it, so you can go watch it if you want. And I will be making videos out of that once the copyright strike's clear, because, fuck you, Lily. Anyway, let us start. Oh, that's not the right screen. That's me. No, we don't need that. Oh, boys! Sadie, the cats are fighting. And the dog just went to go yell at them for me. The cats are weird. They get along sometimes, and other times they want to kill each other. I don't know. Yeah, well, I think some people were speculating that Lily was hoping I was gonna do one stream per Dragon Age video so she could just give me 4 strikes in a row, but that didn't work out for her, so... Oh, well. Anyway, so we're gonna start with Shad. I'm gonna start trying to sketch. Shad, you look different. Who the fuck is this guy? Anyway. He has a better setup behind him than you, though. Is it just his lens? Or are these like really tiny guitars up here on the wall? I'm a little confused here. I don't even know who this dude is. Yeah, are they real? I'm wondering if they're real guitars though, and he just has like a really long focal lens that makes them look like tiny toys, or what the fuck is going on over here? It's gotta be the lens. You're right. It's gotta be the lens. It just looks funny. It's like those tilt-shifted images, you know, that make whole towns look like toy towns. It's like that. Anyway. Alright, well, let's find out what this guy's talking about. I guess he's using footage from other people's videos. Yeah, they could be really far back and the lens could be, like, really, really wide, you know.
I don't know if you've noticed, but YouTube has made some changes.
Something within YouTube itself has changed. The algorithm has changed.
Now it's other people complaining about this. The algorithm has changed, actually. I have found now when I'm watching many videos on the same subject as I do because I'm autistic, I will get like really tiny channels thrown at me, like channels with like 500 subscribers thrown at me, and I think that's really good. Like, when I was watching a lot of videos on the Titan sub, because I was kind of obsessed with that situation for a while, I was getting all these little tiny channels, and now I'm really into the show Severance, so I've been watching a lot of theory videos on that, and I've been getting these tiny channels thrown at me, and I subscribe to them, you know? I think it's great. It's never been a better time for small YouTubers. Especially if you know how to do meta and write good, searchable keywords into your titles and descriptions. It is never a better time for small YouTubers right now. What's my resolution? I'm at, I have the stream resolution at, 1024 by 7 whatever, 700 whatever. It's supposed to help with the fucking, the fucking drop-framed issues. I don't know if we have any room for sticker slots right now, MB Hughes. You guys have to do more of the stickers that cost bits. Anyway.
Whatever it is, it's not helping.
Here's kind of what's going on. The social platforms, all of the social platforms, they are deprioritizing content.
Something strange is happening on YouTube. They just made a big update on their algorithm, and I've never seen anything like this in my 10 years on YouTube.
Social media and YouTube is rapidly changing.
I think the unintended consequence will be they are probably going to kill YouTubers the way we know them today.
Oh, my drawing resolution. This canvas is 2,000 by 5,000 pixels at 300 DPI. I always work big. It's just a force of habit.
Topic that used to get at least 100,000 views.
I like to work like it's a sketchbook page.
Now tends to be stuck at 20, 30, 40.
I'm gonna start with the arms like cross. You know it's real
these
when the ping tuber crosses his arms.
Size
I don't care about any of these people. Are these all other like right-wing chuds who've been on YouTube for like 10 years who don't understand why their channels aren't doing well anymore, and they don't realize it's their own fault?
You know, that used to be way higher and now keeps going down and down and down and down and down. You know, it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong. It makes you feel like...
Try to keep the head like the same size, too, so I might be copy-pasting bits and pieces onto the figure.
What you're saying is that we are seeing more content from strangers than we are from the channels we're subscribed to.
Yeah, get good then. Yeah, a lot of people go to the recommended tab. I use the recommended tab more than my subscription tab too. Oh well, you should have good practices that will get you recommended in the algorithm. Play the game, buddies. I don't know what to tell you.
They are deprioritizing content from the friends, for example, if it's a social network, they're deprioritizing it from businesses, and they're also deprioritizing it from subscribers. And everybody on YouTube that has worked really hard to grow a big subscriber base can understand this. And Sean, you know this really well, right? You've got like 1 million+ subscribers on one of your channels, and you and I both know that they do not see ever all of the content, despite all this work and all these years.
Nobody is ever gonna watch every single thing you put out. Like, I understand that about my fans. Like, you guys aren't gonna watch every single stream. You're not gonna watch every single VOD or video. If the subject doesn't interest you, there's no reason for you to be here. I understand that. There's people who don't give a shit about my art. They just like the videos. That's cool, too. People who don't even like Steven Universe who follow me. Don't care. That's awesome. Don't care. And then, of course, we have Tapas or Sheev in my Discord who doesn't watch my videos or follow my art and just hangs out in my Discord. Which is also fine. It doesn't matter, man. But they're all like, oh, wow, my loyal fans aren't watching every single one of my videos because I'm such a special boy. Like, bro.
Years of work that you put in.
All right, then.
There's our man. There he is.
What now?
You see all these other scruffy, doughy old guys like me who can't keep up with YouTube? It's bad.
Anthony Gramgulia sent a super chat. One issue is also these channels don't change. They just repeat a lot of the same material. And chasing trends is a downward spiral.
They think it's gonna last forever.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. What are we watching?
We are watching Shadiversity, the Aussie Mormon sword guy, complain for the 3rd time that his channel is dying. And he just showed a bunch of other losers like him who don't know how to keep up with the algo.
Sword content on YouTube, especially the way it has existed for my entire time making content for over 10 years, very much seems dead, especially with the recent changes that have been happening on YouTube. There might be a couple of different ways in which it will still be around, but it is now plain to see that the type of content...
I'm turning into Malcolm. I'm gonna speed him up a little bit. Just a touch. Just a touch. Because I kind of want to take a little bit of a look at the other video of him reacting to our react to his react. Because it's dumb. And he talks really slow. He always talks like he's talking to a group of children.
Content as it has existed in the past will never be the means to be able to sustain a large channel in the future or support it.
And you know what else is good practices I should be doing that you guys asked? I should have subtitles on for you guys. Derp.
Business. As someone who genuinely loves this content, I've consumed and made it, yes, for over 10 years now, this does genuinely suck. I do have a plan.
10 years seems to be like the lifespan of a YouTube channel. You either gotta like get good or change or adapt. You can't just be doing the same exact shit for... Even fucking Doug Walker has, like, adapted.
To try and keep it around, but it has to be in a sustainable way. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that with you later in the video with an important question.
Oh wait, no, now they're blocked by distracted vision. I'm so bad at this.
Who love this content. But the content needs to change, or at the very least the way it is framed if it wants to have any measure of reach in the algorithm. I've already done some experimentation, and it still might not work.
I'm probably not going to cut this one down, so...
Which is affecting multiple channels, not just myself. This is kind of across the board in regards to long-form sword content specifically.
Across the broad? Is he making a pun on broadswords, or did he misunderstand that phrase? Who knows? You never know with this guy. It's across the board, Shad. Unless you were making a pun, which I guess kudos.
Content that is solely and only about the sword itself history, usage especially, barely gets any attention or promotion.
Because you're bad at it.
This has been blatantly stark with the videos I've made over the last 2 months and from videos that I have been watching come out on other channels. I've been noticing this trend for over a year now. I literally made a video a year ago pointing out the things that I had noticed that now many people, many, and I mean many, how to do YouTube channels are saying the same type of things that I was saying a year ago.
A super chat. Shout out to Ryan Higa for adapting and moving to Twitch.
I don't know if moving to Twitch solely is a good idea. I also have this thing called ground control, by the way, and I can pause super chats if I want to. There's been some complaints about the frequency of super chats on these streams and how I get interrupted sometimes or get what the fuck I'm talking about. So if I need to, I think I can pause them and then replay them when I want to. I'm gonna have to experiment with this. But if I snipe your super chat at some point, that's probably what is happening. It's got to be a little experiment this time.
In terms of, this is what the algorithm seems to be prioritizing more. In the recommendation of these videos to new audiences, barely...
The algorithm prioritizes watch time. So if you're watching a bunch of stuff on one topic, they will recommend more of that stuff to you because they want your eyeballs on videos for ads. Because that's how it works. Because we don't have television as much anymore. It used to be shows would come out in particular time slots to get people watching the screen for when the ads come on. It's kind of the same principle. But, you know, you're just going to have to deal with it.
Happening at all. What this actually happens, okay, the result that causes this type of thing, the content itself is not getting...
We're listening to Shad complain his channel's dying again.
Zoe sent a super chat. Haha, Shad's brother Jazza is doing miles better than him whilst raising a family. Maybe he should have stuck to talking about swords and other historical weaponry.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm one of the people who unsubscribed from him when he went on his tirade about Princess Peach wearing pants on the Night's Watch channel. But he takes it as, people don't like me anymore because of my political opinions. It's like, well, yeah, a little bit, though, bro, but you never were that good at the sword content anyway, you know? I mean, I used to watch, the History Channel with Arlie Ermy, testing out different weapons and shit. That was always fun, so that's why I kind of, watched him in just, the background, but didn't pay that close attention.
Shown to new viewers. Because we're not the only channel that's facing this. I mentioned in the last video, other channels have been reporting on this, and since making that video, many have actually reached out to me, commenting, not just content creators, because, yeah, Tyler Tube mentioned it, and he mentions that there's been this weird change with other channels as well. Other channels reaching out to me. Baggage Claim posted on Twitter saying, what's going on? My content hasn't changed. Views have gone off a cliff. Clownfish TV has been reported.
Yes. Your content hasn't changed. That is the problem. You gotta keep up with the times, bro. I'm surprised he's, citing Clownfish TV. I know a lot of people don't like them, but they are way more liberal than him. I'm surprised he wouldn't consider them woke.
Reporting on this, that traffic to independent websites through Google has been dying, and so this isn't just happening to Shadiversity.
Okay, well, yeah, Google deprioritizing personal websites over corporate websites, yeah, that's bullshit. And now Google owns YouTube, but they're not there's nobody at YouTube rubbing their hands together going, boo ha ha ha, this guy's a conservative, we're gonna tank his videos in the algorithm. They don't give a shit as long as you're making the money.
Even though it is detrimentally affecting us in a big way, YouTube is clearly recommending different content that I'm not interested in. Like on my home feed, and so many people have reported this, by the way, weird recommendations of...
Yeah, she would be private snowflake.
videos that have barely any views that you have no interest in. And I've been flooded with that, of content that just I'm not interested in watching or viewing. So clearly YouTube is recommending different content to different viewers, deprioritizing...
I don't think Susan Wojcicki, was that her name, was evil, but I don't think she knew how to run YouTube or understood internet culture, and she was again, trying to court old media. All these people want to, keep old media on fucking life support and try to make everyone do things the old cable TV way. And it's not gonna work.
Recommendations on our content and others.
They are deprioritizing content from the friends, for example, if it's a social network.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. I used to like Clownfish TV, but they ended up falling into the same traps as some Shad YouTubers.
I mean, I don't always agree with them, but I like them well enough, and I agree with them on other things, so...
Deprioritizing it from businesses, and they're also deprioritizing it from subscribers.
And when I pointed it out a year ago, there were critics and haters mocking me for it, accusing me that my content was now completely trash, even though the type of content and quality had not changed. If anything, the quality increased, and claiming I had alienated all of my audience. Now, of course, those people were liars and idiots, because you didn't have to pay...
People tell me I alienated my audience. They're liars and idiots. And you don't think saying that isn't going to alienate the rest of your audience? My dude? If you think my content is alienating, you're an idiot. Goodbye. Maybe you should think about why you're alienating people and what you're saying that is so disconcerting to people that they don't want to watch you anymore. You ever think of that?
Pay too much attention to realize a couple of things. If those are the reasons why the views are falling off a cliff on my channel, sword content on other channels should be doing just fine, if not better than me. And the most direct point of comparison...
Wait, Susan Wojcicki died? Oh, I didn't hear that.
...is Scarlegrim, who literally made a video recently talking about some of this stuff and the difficulties he's facing on his channel.
The kind of video and topic that used to get
this dude?
At least 100,000 views, off more, now tends to be...
I like this guy. He looks like a younger, long-haired version of me.
stuck at 20, 30, 40, something like that.
Anthony Gramgulia sent a super chat. Amazing how he rejects useful advice.
Yeah, like, this is his entire fucking problem. He can't introspect, and he can't learn, and he can't admit when something isn't working. He's always just like, no, my content's brilliant!
Sent a super chat. Videos about forging swords are cool and interesting, and I don't think dying. Maybe Shad should be creative and learn a new skill.
Yeah, he never got to build his castle. I mean, I would have watched him building a castle on a swamp. That would have been fucking hysterical. But, yeah, but, like, he won't introspect. He's just like, no, my content's brilliant. Everything I do is great. No one could possibly hate it unless they have a vendetta against me and my politics. Like, I called him the living embodiment of the Dunning-Kruger effect before. I think it's true.
He hasn't had any council mobs come after him or been involved in any controversies about AI art or ideological positions that he's taken like I have.
Even his channel's died and he hasn't put his foot in his mouth repeatedly like me. See, he could have introspected here. He came very, very close, but then he dodge rolled away.
I've taken strong stances based on my Christian and conservative values. I have a whole separate channel doing that, and as a result, there's a lot of people who come after me for being outspoken. And yeah, liking Trump. There's a horde of haters constantly lying and making hit piece videos about me.
You're Australian. Why do you care about Trump? Why do you give a fuck? It has nothing to do with you. It doesn't impact you at all. His policies will have no effect on you. You are still like a colony of England. What are you talking about? You have a king.
Yet Scarlegrim, who's a relatively uncontroversial YouTube creator, has been facing the exact same decline in views and struggle in making sword content as I have found here on Shadiversity. And not just him, many of the old school sword kind of YouTubers have been facing the same thing. Metatron is an interesting example because he has kind of shifted the focus of his channel with a lot of good reaction content. I love the content, but nearly all of...
You mean Metatron's actually like fucking entertaining? Yeah.
His more old school style videos that he makes on occasion, talking about weapons or just a focused historical subject.
Wow, he evolved his content and he's still doing fine. Imagine!
Get the exact same type of views as myself and Scarlegrim are currently getting. And you could look at many of the legacy sword YouTubers as well as the channels that never really got off the ground and are even starting out now. Their long form videos are facing the exact same thing. All of us have the occasional video, myself included, that does do well in the current environment. I have a number of videos since making, the video talking about the issues that are at play here, well over 500,000 views, or if not more. These are outliers, the exceptions to this new standard, but it really does show that there is still a large audience of people that like to watch this content, are willing to consume this content.
John Williams sent a super chat. Shad, stop focusing on Trump and listen to your leaders, the emus.
Yeah, we all know they secretly won the Emu War, and now they're in charge of the Australian government. It's the secret. But, like, Buddy, it's watch time. If you don't have good watch time on your videos, they will not get recommended because you're not gonna make YouTube any money if nobody's watching your shit long enough to see an ad. I'm sorry. You know, that's the game, alright? We're all just tiny little cogs in this big insurmountable machine known as fucking Google. We're in a cyberpunk dystopia. The 80s warned us. We didn't listen. This is life now, okay? We all have to deal with it.
If it was just recommended to them, because when I look at those videos that have done really, really well, the conversion from impressions to views are the same, if not actually.
These went really well. He's trying to say his short film went really, really well. How many views does it have? 50K. 28K. Buddy, you have 1.67 million subscribers. These are not good numbers. Not at all. This one, maybe. But, yeah, and one view for every 13 impressions. A view doesn't mean people actually watched it. They may have watched it for like 2 minutes and clicked off. And then your watch time's fucked. It's all about watch time right now, buddy. Watch time is king. I'm always giving my fucking YouTube rivals advice on how to get better at YouTube because it's just so fucking annoying that they don't understand this.
MOHAMMD sent a super chat. MJF gave voice. I want Trump to get these immigrants out of my country. Get these dingoes off M.A. Digny. For my wife's face.
I want Trump to get these immigrants out of my country. Get these dingoes off my dinghy. For my wife's face. There you go.
A bit lower than much of my other content. What that means is, if most of my other content was just
made his crossed arms really sassy here
as my successful videos, they would get the same, if not
Kaiser's
more
pretty sassy,
views
though.
than my most successful
Kaiser's
recent
shonen,
videos.
rather.
If people were disinterested in sword content across the board, from Scarlegrim, Lindy Beige, Metatron, myself, and many others, our views should be terrible no matter the amount of recommendations they give. But the consistent analytical proof that I see time and time again, I get the same amount of views versus impressions I get consistently between my successful videos and my videos that don't do well. It's not bad.
So, you know, Westside Tyler went over him looking at these.
Animation sent a super chat, but you're supposed to change. You're never the same even moment to moment. You're allowed and expected to invent who you are. What an incredible power. The ability to grow up. Rose.
Ivy, why did you go like really high pitched there at the end? Yeah, I mean, that's humans. You're supposed to change and grow. There's not a set sense of self. I think I've been thinking a lot about Buddhism lately, where it's like there is no self, it's all transient. But yeah, Westside Tyler went over him like spurging out about his numbers and probably explains way better than me why he's just reading the data wrong. Like, he doesn't understand what he's looking at.
Based on the likelihood of an audience to watch, the YouTube algorithm is choosing to recommend my content, give impressions to it. It seems to be if it's related to a more trending, popular thing that more people are watching broadly. So the critics and liars who have been mocking and attacking—
Yes, idiot, you'll get recommended more if you are talking about a topic a lot of people are watching videos on. Yeah, it's pretty basic shit, man. Oh, I know. I'm not making fun of the dingo stole my baby lady. Just dingoes is funny to say.
Sent a super chat. My videos are rarely ever long, but even then I know that it's all about watch time. I just am not worried about monetization right now.
Exactly. When you're monetized, I mean, yeah, watch time's important. And you can... Look at the look he's giving us right now, guys. He's very, very serious about this. But, I mean... Yeah, I mean, I'm not overly concerned about algo chasing or whatever. I have my methods. I get most of my support through Super Chats. Thank you. I do appreciate it very much. But yeah, but like, even when I'm making videos and VODs, I'm still using words in the keywords and description that will be likely to be searched for, or will likely get the VOD recommended if there's a similar topic. You know, again, that's just the game, man.
Me for over a year. They'll never admit they were wrong or apologize. They are bad actors that hate me for ideological reasons. The proof is very clear, and...
Dude, Dude, you were screaming that Ant is a woke activist at the end of your fucking Crypto the Superdog rant. You're the one who can't keep politics out of anything.
As I mentioned, it's not just affecting me. There is another thing just to address on this point. Videos like this usually always seem to trend more in the algorithm because people are much more inclined to watch it, or more people are watching this type of content broadly.
Because they're interested in it, yeah.
Seems to be how YouTube determines if it'll recommend a video. Not if you are subscribed and you've told the algorithm that this is the type of content you want recommended. It is recommending content that most other people are already watching, which leaves the niche communities completely stuffed. Seriously, there are a whole host of niche YouTube communities that are just being killed off by the current.
There's nothing wrong with being a niche YouTuber. You can still make a pretty decent living.
Anthony Gramgulia sent a super chat. Maybe the reason Shad's videos aren't doing well is because he deletes comments, thus reducing engagement relative to views.
True, Anthony, and you did send me something about that earlier, didn't you? There's apparently, a subreddit called Shad Watch, which I'm going to have to check out later. And they've been keeping track of all the comments Shad has been deleting off of his response to Anthony. There's a lot. There's a lot of them. And yes, comments help boost your engagement. It doesn't matter if the comment is calling you a stupid motherfucking fuckface dipshit. That tells YouTube people are engaging with the video. It could be all negative comments and your video could still get recommended because it's not looking at the content of the fucking comments. It's looking, oh hey, people are engaging with this video, so it must be doing well. So that's why a lot of people do bait to make people go in the comments and say, you mispronounced that wrong, or you got this wrong, or how could you believe that? Like, people will bait people into commenting because it does help you. So let's see some of the comments he's deleted recently, guys. Shad, buddy, this isn't what I subscribed for. You're wondering why you're getting lower views. Maybe it's because you're posting YouTube genre on a fantasy channel. It's your channel, do what you want, but it alienates your audience. This is because he uploaded his response to the response to the response on Shadiversity instead of Night's Watch. Yeah, people come here for sword content, not your drama. Stop making your channel worse and then whining about it later. I miss your old channel. I found it really fun when it was right-hearted. I think they meant lighthearted. And you wrote that book. Recently, it's just been, yeah, I'm not shocked the channel is sinking. I don't give a fuck about any of this or your hurt ego.
H-A-M-M-D sent a super chat. Fun fact, if you interact with a YouTuber a lot, YouTube will treat you like one regardless if you're actually subscribed or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll get recommended videos of people I've watched a lot but not subscribed to. I get my subscriptions in the recommended too. Sometimes when the recommendations are just garbage, I'll finally go to my subscription tag for something. I mean, I either watch a lot of YouTube or listen to music all day because, you know, I'm fucking autistic. I always have headphones on when I'm home. So, let's see. The only hack around here is you. I thought this wasn't a political channel. I wonder what your excuse will be in your next hat in hand video for its dwindling views, because the political stuff is only on Night's Watch. Cry won't really float now. Keep your Night Watch. I thought it was like Kiwi Farms. Keep your Night Watch drama on Night Watch. I'm here for medieval videos. Let's see. Some other one. Oh my god, this one. Dude, this one, like, has timestamps of their complaints. Hold up. We might have to put this on the big screen. Hang on a sec. Alright, we're taking a little diversion here, guys. Oh wait, that's the vertical distracto vision. Where's the other one? Oh god, I need to organize my fucking things better. Alright. Let's dig into this one here. This is Rich. You're talking about how the means never justify the ends, but the book you have an entire shelf dedicated to is about someone who essayed across the world and created laws that allowed people to kill others by simply saying they caught someone committing a crime that would have resulted in the death penalty. That whole Ranma title is called clickbait. Congratulations, you've learned one thing today. I would like to go cross-reference these, but I don't feel like it right now. Maybe another time. Let's see. With all due respect, Shad, you don't show much in terms of actual proof. You're trying to frame someone as a liar without actually showing much of it. There should be dozens of clips in your favor if this is true. In fact, you spent about a third of the video talking about other creators not relevant to the conversation. There's very little evidence being presented here, and you also admitted to making edits yourself to his video, which further muddies the waters. It's basically half an hour of you making claims and showing very little to back it up. I'm more inclined to actually sit through the original video now, because this video is little more than trust me, bro. And if there's one thing I don't care for, it's flimsy evidence. Wow. You know, Shad, I used to think you were cool. SMH. Oh god, that's devastating. Jack specifically brought up that your reaction to the Mario trailer was different from your reaction after the movie. He made fun of the fact that you're reacting so quickly to wokeness before you even saw the film. Yeah. I watched a trailer for a movie for 8-year-olds and got mad at my own imagination. Then when the movie came out, the thing I imagined wasn't in it, and I calmed down. I mean, that's what he's doing with Superman, too. I'm gonna have to check out this subreddit later. I didn't even know it existed. I haven't used Reddit in, like, ages. I only use it for, like, fucking No Man's Sky coordinates now. Funny you call other people liar, but you cut around his point in the other video. You are a man-child with a fragile ego, nothing more. He deleted all of these, too. Except the dual coward. Yes, Shad. Dual Jack Saint. That will revive your channel. Come on, bro. Fly him out there with your castle money. This is just getting sad now. Just move on before you expose yourself as an even bigger idiot than you already have done. Wow. Some of these people are meaner than me. You live in an echo chamber. I genuinely don't understand how you were so self-unaware, but now I get it. Yeah, like I've said before, like everyone around Shad seems to handle him with kid gloves. Like all of his guests, his brother, everyone seems to handle him with kid gloves and has never told him that he's a fucking buffoon. Dude, let it go. Anthony simply has more authority than you when it comes to labeling what is and isn't accurate / good portrayal of Superman. You keep acting as if it's simply a matter of opinion, and your opinion deserves just as much respect. When it doesn't, your opinions are not equally valid because they aren't equally informed. That's a very good point. There is a difference between, yes, everyone can have their own opinion, but there's a difference between an informed opinion and somebody who is completely ignorant of a topic just giving their fucking dumbass opinion on it, which is what he did. I mean, like, fucking, I pointed this out so many times in my react, in Anthony's react. I don't even like Superman, and I understand Superman's core character better than Shad, which is insane. Dude, oh, I already read that part. Hang on. As a grown-ass man, this whole game you're playing where you actually actively misrepresent what Anthony said and present every one of his statements in bad faith, pitiful and loathsome. You're getting called out is not some grand, unforgivable offense, and the only things you're a victim of is your own hubris, insecurity, and victim mentality. Yeah. What's a rare L from me? What did I do? Oh, I don't like Superman? I mean, I don't hate him. He's just not like, when it comes to DC, I would pick, like, Batman, then Wonder Woman, then probably The Flash. I'd pick a lot of superheroes before Superman. You know, that's all. But I understand his character and how he works and how he is supposed to be an extremely idealistic character, you know? And I'm kind of cynical. I like idealism and corniness sometimes, but I can be pretty fucking cynical. That's probably why Billy Butcher is like my favorite boys character, you know? Yeah, why is my main channel dying? Except the duel with Jack, Shad. Except the duel, Shad. It'll get like 5 million views, Shad. Well, yeah, I mean, Clone High JFK is a very exaggerated impression of JFK, and it probably comes from the very exaggerated impression of the Kennedys from The Simpsons, you know? It's Flanderization, you know? It happens to historical figures. And I only go JFK because I can't fucking do an Australian accent. It just ends up in JFK.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. When Ant showed the subreddit, I suspected that Shad deleted comments, but I didn't want to come off as a conspiracy theorist. I write and it's worse.
Yeah, right. What about the people who hate Superman because they think he should be using his power to make the world better? Well, that's Shad. He wants injustice Superman, basically. Shad would probably watch Invincible and think Nolan is, like, based. Anyway, let's get back to the video. That's pretty fucking funny, though, that there are people just, like, keeping track of like every time he is just spitting bullshit, basically. Okay, let me turn off that. Let me get Distracto-Vision back up. Badoop. There we go. Magic.
Current recommendations or algorithm changes.
But what we've been noticing of late, what he's been noticing on his channel, what I have also been noticing on some large guitar channels, Music is Win is a good example.
Why are you talking about guitar channel when you talk about sword channels dying? Who is this guy? You don't even have anything on screen to indicate whose channel this is. I have no idea who this guy is or how he's relevant to you when he's talking about his guitar content not getting as popular. Well, yeah, that's a pretty niche thing, but you can still carve out a niche and be successful.
Changes.
But what we've been noticing of late, what he's been noticing on his
it's
channel,
the jar
what
pose.
I've also been noticing on some large guitar channels, Music is Win is a good example. I'm just pointing.
This is Kaiser Shonen's character, the other Kaiser, young Kaiser. So I'm doing talk sprites for him. He's Mega Man with Kamiya's glasses. That's his character.
I noticed it, but there's so many others where you have channels with millions and millions.
Does this guy beat people with guitars? Because I'd watch his channel immediately. Tell me who this is, Shad. Like, you couldn't just put like a little like lower thirds or something saying whose channel this is, you fucking asshole.
Subscribers, and it's not that they're not active. It's not that they have completely faded into irrelevance or something, but the typical video is probably getting, if say Music is Win has maybe, I don't know, 1.8 million subscribers.
Maybe the two Kaisers should
like
fuse.
50K, 40K, which is like, you know, it's really tiny in the context of how big his channel is.
How to D&D type channels is a channel old school, and people often said that we looked alike. How to
Let's
be a
see what
better
the rest
DM.
of Mega Man's
He's just
body
basically
looks like,
had to
though.
give up that channel
Might just do him
entirely. He was
hips up.
told by people from YouTube that they will not recommend his content anymore.
Some of you have noticed, rightly so, that the viewership
Who's
numbers
been
on the channel
told
have
that?
been decreasing, and that's a combination of factors. We've been looking into it, watching it very, very closely. I want to say it's because YouTube is actively culling the channel. I literally went to their offices here in London and had a conversation with them where they went, "Your numbers are not great. What's your next YouTube channel going to be? Because Great GM is going to be gently pushed to the side."
I walked into YouTube's offices and they told me my channel sucks. I really believe you, bro. I really believe. Who did you talk to? Did you talk to, like, the secretary at the front desk? Who did you talk to? I'm having trouble believing this, and again, I have no idea who the fuck this is or what the context is.
And there's nothing you can do about it either. So YouTube, in all of their financial money-grabbing business approach, and I can't blame them for it, said to me, right, your channel is going to be shunted off into oblivion, which was where so many channels disappeared too that we don't remember them. They just forget and fade into the past.
I totally went and talked to YouTube, and they told me that they put channels they don't like in a big pit. What is bro talking about? Yeah, my uncle at YouTube told me this. For real, trust me, bro. Where did he say the YouTube headquarters are? London. Is there a YouTube headquarters in London? Okay. I guess they opened an office in 2017. It's Google HQ, though. It's in King's Cross. I'm just
The
curious.
signboard sent a super chat. The mean man is coming for you.
I guess. Okay. So there is an office in London that seems to be in the same building as a hotel. I'm just like fact checking this. Let's see, YouTube Space London has 2 fully isolated double-height studios and a 3rd single-height isolated studio, an isolated sound control room, production control room, and training and edit facilities. So it sounds like this isn't anybody, like, in charge of, like, the algorithm. called YouTube Space. YouTube Space is a name given to virtual and pop-up events designed to aid content creators hosted by the American video hosting platform YouTube. So they hold like little creator cons at this hotel in London sometimes. So I don't think anybody he would be talking to there would be in charge of, like, the algorithm. It seems like it's mostly a recording studio. So, bro, who did you talk to? Did you just, like, walk in and like, harangue the secretary at the desk saying, why is my channel not doing well? And now you're just saying, like, they told me directly that they just blacklisted me on purpose. I forgot what this guy's fucking accent is. I'm all over the place now. I think he's from London. I think he's from London. I think I thought that. Anyway, so, yeah, bro, I don't think you talk to anybody who is possibly in charge of this aspect of the company, is what I'm saying. You know, John YouTube. Well, again, I don't even know who the fuck this guy is, because Shad didn't put anything on screen to indicate who the fuck channel this is. So, I don't know. Yeah, this guy's father's brother's nephew, cousin's former roommate worked at Google. Just trust him, bro. And I'm drawing talk sprites for Kaiser Shonen, one of the people in my little tiny teeny YouTuber network. Over here. Check out Kaiser. I was on his stream not too long ago. He's gonna have a cut of that soon, which I also need to draw the thumbnail for.
Your numbers are not great. What's your next YouTube channel going to be? Because Great GM is going to be gently pushed to the side.
I'm not from Jersey, damn it! Ant's from Jersey!
Igor sent a super chat. He talked to Judd.
Died. And there's nothing you can do about it either. So YouTube, in all of their financial money-grabbing business approach, and I can't blame them for it, said to me, right, your channel is going to be shunted off into oblivion, which was where so many channels disappeared too that we don't remember.
Who said those exact words to you? Like, oh, sorry, mate, we're just shutting off your channel. Just putting it in a big pit with all the other channels we don't like because we hate money. Because Google really cares about you, guy, in your fucking man cave basement here with your dragon statues. They really are paying attention to you as an individual. Do you have any idea how big YouTube is? Do you have any idea how big Google is? Do you have any idea how much they fucking control in this world? It's kind of scary.
But then they just forget and fade into the past.
They don't care about you.
It will still remain on YouTube, and it will still be accessible and still be able to be found. But it will no longer be presented to new folks. That's basically.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. I saw one of Kaiser's videos on Lily. I know who he is.
You're like, oh, I know that guy. I know him. That Mega Man guy. Yeah. Well, Kaiser's the one who... Kaiser Shonen. I have to differentiate the Kaisers. We have Neo Kaiser, and then we have Kaiser Shonen. Let's call him Kaiser S or Young Kaiser, I guess. I think Young Kaiser is another user. But, no, Kaiser Shonen is the one who was looking at one of Lily's really, really old videos and discovered a clip of her admitting to writing Stockholm. So that was a big Kaiser SW right there. You can thank him for that.
Not because his subscribers didn't want to see it, but because the algorithm has chosen it doesn't want to push it. And what is it choosing to push? What everyone else seems to be want to watch, not...
Yes! It'll recommend people things it thinks they want to watch. If they don't want to watch your content, that's your fault. Be more entertaining.
The niche stuff that people have said that they're interested in by what they're subscribing to. And yes, the video from How to Be a Better
give him his little space pants.
Is best performing video in a long while because these are the types of videos that YouTube
is way thinner than I thought.
A lot of people do tend to watch this type of stuff when they come out. And as a result,
there are millions of channels on the platform. I seriously doubt they'd care about this one niche channel. Rolling eyes face.
There are more videos on YouTube than a single person could watch in their entire lifetime. It is like a city. And you're your own little shop in this city called YouTube. And if you can't attract a customer base, again, that's on you. I don't know what to tell you.
A lot of people who used to watch my content kind of come back for that individual video, and then they think that by saying, these are the reasons why I'm not watching the content anymore, they think that's actually going to be helpful or informative in some way, thinking that their subject...
The Art Sozo Shah, Cafe Autumn, sent a super chat. Response from YouTube, skill issue.
Yeah, it would be funny if that you just got an email back saying skill issue, bro. I am doing talk sprites for Kaiser Shonen. One of my small YouTube buddies. If you go to my main page, I have a little section called The Network, and that's all the other small YouTubers I'm kind of affiliated with. You can check out everybody there. But yeah, Shad, people are telling you directly to your fucking face why they're no longer watching you, and you just will not accept it. You know?
Sawesomeness sent a super chat. Maybe Shad can do jackass stunts with his swords.
No, I can't, because you see, he's got that fibromyalgia. He's got that chronic fatigue. You can't do nothing. It's not just because he's fat.
_brain sent a super chat. Has Kaiser. He's Kaiser. He's Kaiser. I'm Kaiser. Any other Kaisers I should know about?
There are too many goddamn people named Kaiser. There's also Kaiser Neko from Team 4 Star. I think it was like a popular thing for a while. But yeah, bro, people are walking right up to you and oh, we got another super chat. Go ahead.
John Williams
I said I was going to try pausing them, but yeah.
These guys are convinced YouTube is after him like Monkey Jones, where it was clear they would target him. Because the word incel blew up and became mainstream, in Monkey covered Elliot Rogers.
Yeah, there was a time when, like, they wouldn't even let people say COVID on YouTube. Like, this was under the Susan reign. They seem to have loosened up a lot since then. But yeah, they would try to control what people are allowed to talk about like it was a television network, which is just dumb. Like, this is the internet, bro. You can't control the internet, I'm sorry. But yeah, people have walked right up to you, Shad, and said to your face, I am no longer watching you because I have discovered that your sword content is incompetent and inaccurate, and also I don't like your opinions on your Night's Watch channel. People have told you this, and all you can do is go, no, my content's brilliant, it's always been good, it's been the best it ever is, and people just don't like me because I'm outspoken Christian about my political opinions. But yeah, like, bro, people don't come to you for fucking politics, that's the thing. People don't come to me for politics either. You'd all get fucking bored if I started running my fucking mouth about politics I don't even understand, which is why I don't do that. You know?
Objective reasons for leaving the channel represents the majority of people, and assuming those reasons are the cause for the channel's low views. Which is actually
I want to hear this whole
to watch
statement.
this type of stuff when what they're subscribing to. And yes, the video from How to Be a Better DM when he announced it, his best performing video in a long while, because these are the types of videos that YouTube will push because a lot of people do tend to watch this type of stuff when they come out. And as a result, a lot of people who used to watch my content kind of come back for that individual video, and then they think that by saying, these are the reasons why I'm not watching the content anymore, they think that's actually going to be helpful or informative in some way, thinking that their subjective reasons for leaving the channel represents the majority of people, and assuming those reasons are the cause for the channel's low views. Which is actually...
Bro, people are giving you free fucking feedback on what is making them no longer consume your content. And you're just like, no, they're all liars and idiots, and their subjective views are not my majority, or the silent majority really thinks I'm great and brilliant. You know, like, you have got to kill your ego, bro, and take some fucking criticism, or you are not gonna survive.
Actually very misinformed. I've been doing this for 10 years. The channel is a bit under 1.7 million subscribers. And so over the life of the channel, there are...
Yeah, you've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this for 1. And guess what? I went from 140 subscribers to 13K in a year. So I think maybe what I'm doing is working.
Literally, hundreds of thousands of people who have come to the channel, watched for a time, and left. That's the natural course of life for any YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome, Sophie.
You naturally lose several hundred people a day. And usually...
This is a little more of a casual react today.
But if it's not YouTube, it's all my fault.
Exactly. It has to be someone else's fault. It can't be my fault. It can't be my fault. My content is dying because I'm incompetent. Like, man, but at least you guys, if any of you are interested in starting your own YouTube channels, at least you get advice from me when we're talking about people like this. And again, I've only been doing this as a YouTuber myself for a fucking year, but I have worked with YouTubers before. I've worked in social media stuff, so, you know, I kind of know how algorithms work. I kind of know how to game them. I've always felt like I came into YouTube with cheat codes on, because I already knew how to do meta. I could do all my own thumbnails. I could do all my graphic design. I perform myself. It's all just me. I might be dragging my brother's ass in on this soon, though.
Chaos Kofi sent a super chat. I can't wait for the next Smash Brothers game to feature Young Kaiser and Modern Kaiser. I personally main Young Kaiser better moveset.
Now we need a smash screen of the two Kaisers fighting. Never mind fusing.
It recycles. The unsubscribe rate has been consistent for several years on the channel, but because the content isn't being pushed to new viewers nearly as much, the newer subscriber rate has fallen dramatically. My intention is not to make content.
Yeah, bro, I mean, if you're not making things that people are going to be interested in, it's not going to be shown to new people. If your subscribers don't even watch, like, your whole video, it's not going to get recommended. Sorry.
For the people who used to like this type of content, because they're literally saying they don't like this type of content anymore, so they're not going to come back anyway, it's to make the content that my current viewers and supporters want to see. So when videos like this bring back a number of people who have not watched the content for a while...
Yeah, and your current viewers and supporters are also telling you they don't want to hear your politics shit. So just do your fantasy and sword garbage instead, you know? Like, I mean, it might be too late at this point.
They feel the need to express themselves why they don't watch the content anymore. It creates a false narrative in the comment section where if 10,000 former viewers come back because this video was pushed them and they're interested to just see what's going on, and then 1% of that voices the reasons why in the comments below, that will flood the comments with a whole host of a vocal minority of people saying they don't like the content anymore, ignoring the fact that there are videos with hundreds of thousands of views proving that there's...
He said it, vocal minority. The silent majority loves me, the silent majority thinks I'm brilliant. Let's go back over what he said again. I can't... People expressing themselves on why they don't watch me anymore are creating a false narrative. Well, bro, it's not false if they're being honest with you. They are honestly telling you why your content no longer appeals to them, and you just will not accept it and say, nope, 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 these are all just the idiots and lawyers, everyone else thinks I'm brilliant, they're just a silent minority. Like, dude, this is why your channel is dying. This right here, and you deleting all that comments is killing your engagement. So that's another reason your videos aren't getting recommended, because you delete comments. Which tells YouTube your video is not getting as engaged because those comments just disappear and those stats disappear. You stupid idiot.
Creates a false narrative in the comment section where if 10,000 former viewers come back because this video was pushed to them and they're interested to see what's going on, and then 1% of that voices the reasons why in the comments below, that will flood the comments with a whole host of a vocal minority of people saying they don't like the content anymore, ignoring the fact that
maybe the face should be the same angle on each body, though, to make the faces easier to swap out.
To watch his content, far more so than the minority of people, still in the hundreds of thousands, that have left the channel over its entire 10 years of life. Just because they left and don't enjoy the content anymore, that doesn't mean anything or impact the large group of people that still do. Now, having said...
Well, dude, it's obviously having an impact because you are here complaining that my channel is dead. This is the third time you've complained about it, and you still won't catch a fucking clue that it's all on you, bro.
That I have experimented with making some more old school style Shadiversity videos, especially in the last 2 months. So you can just have a look at the recent videos and you'll know.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. I had the biggest face palm. My god, Shad.
No, your face palm is a false narrative. There are many people who do not palm their faces when they watch my content, and those people are really good and brilliant and honest. Okay, alright.
Notice fantasy rearmed and some dedicated
that head's way too fucking big.
Videos. Why medieval knights
What's wrong with
wear armor on their
head?
lower legs. Detailed video about sword terminology. Another detailed one comparing cross guards versus subas with practical demonstrations.
I'm
all done
already.
very poorly in the larger scheme of things.
I've often seen feedback from people saying, oh, this is the kind of stuff they love, and then it's a video that got like 15,000 views or whatever. Like, okay, you know.
Just like with Scarlet Grim's...
Yeah, okay, so your small number of viewers enjoy it, but like, what value are you bringing exactly by just talking about like different pummels or whatever the fuck you just said?
Example, a lot of people who say they've left the channel and would like to see this type of content and then they might come back, and even current viewers who say they wish they could see more of other type of content. The type of content that they're all requesting usually does terribly on the channel. Confirmed once again with the more recent videos that I've tried doing this with. So I do appreciate the sentiment when people offer suggestions in what content they think that I should be doing, but nearly every single suggestion that they come forward with are videos that just do terribly when they're made. With the current metrics, it seems like a video reaching 40,000 seems to be doing all right these days. And look, I want to be very clear, right? I am very grateful for whatever...
Sure you are, but dude, 40k for a 1 million sub channel is abysmal. Dude.
Views I get. A video that gets 20,000 views is actually still a huge audience. Even 10,000 views is a tremendous amount of reach, and that I can think about the amount of people that would fill a large stadium.
Anthony Gramgulia sent a super chat. If Shad is blaming his failures on YouTube hating sword content, then why does Night's Watch suck?
Good question, Anthony. Buena pregunta. Anyway, yeah. He's like, I'm imagining 10,000 people cheering for me. Well, you're thinking about this right. You obsessing over the numbers is driving you crazy, bro. Like, you shouldn't do that. Unless you missed a beast and you're really, like, trying to, like, min-max fucking YouTube. Which, personally, I'm not interested in doing.
Meow Meow sent a super chat. The excuses are giving Yenev.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a certain type of person I tend to focus on, isn't it? These people who have just the most interesting confluence of narcissism and stupidity. That's what that's like the lolcow gene right there. You could say that about every single lolcow, you know? So he's grateful, but he's bitching and moaning that people telling him exactly why they're no longer watching him are being disingenuous and building a false narrative. Like, my guy.
Of reach, and that I can think about the amount of people that would fill a large stadium. 10,000 fills a lot, so I'm very grateful for whatever views I get, even if it's now a fraction
he's talking about
of
being
what the regular
filled
views
now.
I used to get several years ago. Yet the thing that does need to be said is that videos
How did I draw the helmet up here? I didn't really. I want to do it a little better than I did before.
Business going forward. There is a couple of strategies I am going to try.
These are going to be like his
especially
permanent talk
for
sprites.
The supporters of this channel. It is only thanks to the supporters that the channel is even still around currently. It's our membership support, and this is through YouTube memberships,
Do the
Patreon,
faces
subscribe,
separately.
down, that comprises
So you
more
can
than
swap
half of
them.
our current revenue that we make. Our ad revenue is beyond apocalyptic at the moment. It's the worst I've seen in, like 7 or more years?
Ad revenue's beyond apocalyptic. Well, look at all these fancy fucking books you bought back here, and these custom swords, and all this other bullshit you spend way too much money on. You bought fucking swampland, buddy, to try to build a castle on. They told you were mad, but you tried to build it all the same just to show them. And the first one sank into the swamp. Then you built a second, and that one sank into the swamp. And then you built a third, and that one burned down, fell over, and then sank into the swamp. But the fourth still hasn't been built, because you haven't actually done this at all. But, dude, you thought the gravy train was gonna last forever, and you blew all your money. That's your fault. What meager money I make on YouTube now, right now, I have part of it being dumped into a high-yield savings account earning interest. I'm probably gonna invest some of it. You probably should have done that.
And so it is those viewers that I am going to be giving more attention to. And I have a question to ask not only our supporters, but potential supporters towards the end of the video. I want your help with something. So let me kind of explain in greater detail what is exactly going on with the algorithm, what is its focus, and also share some things what other, what do you call them, YouTube gurus, these are the people that, study the algorithm, try and figure out what type of content will work, and they make the videos, to help YouTubers out in the new year and things. And there is a good video of one of them talking about it.
Gravy train means, like, the money flowing in. I have no idea where that phrase comes from. I use a lot of really old phrases from, like, the 30s and 40s for some reason. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I've been reincarnated. I have no idea.
This stuff. Mentioning many of the things that I've said for a while already. But let's hear what they have to say in completion.
Here's kind of what's going on. The social platforms, all of the social platforms.
Okay, now you're telling us who these people are. Thank God.
Cafe Autumn sent a super chat. Scrooge McShade.
Scrooge McShad. Maybe that should be the next thing I draw him as. I've already drawn him as Don Quixote, though. Don Quixote is the perfect analog for Shad. It really is. It's great. It's great. Okay, so finally he's giving us some lower thirds, telling us who the fuck these people are. You shouldn't tell us who the guitar guy is. If he's out there bashing people with guitar like Haruko from Fully Cooley, I want to go see that guy. I don't think he is, though, but that would be really cool.
Let's hear what they have to say in completion.
Here's kind of what's going on. The social platforms, all of the social platforms, they are deprioritizing content from the friends. For example, if it's a social network, they're deprioritizing it from businesses, and they're also deprioritizing it from subscribers. And everybody on YouTube that has worked really hard to grow big subscribers.
sent a super chat. Sai is a flapper from the 1920s confirmed.
Oh, you calling me a barfloozy? Anyway, a barfly. Well, yeah, yeah, it's annoying, like, on Twitter, that well, even on Twitter and Tumblr, you have a tab to see stuff from just your follows and who you're subscribed to, and then one that's, like, recommended. So even on social media, you can go to your subscriber feed and look at that. They're not keeping it from you. Doing the trial, so, like, spell, like, you know what, low-key, you know what I've wanted, and maybe I'll pay someone a commission to make this for me in the future. I kind of low-key want, like, a modern cut version of, like, those 1940s sailor-style swimsuits for women. I kind of want one of those. I would pay someone money to custom tailor that for me, I think.
Said for a while already. But let's hear what they have to say in completion.
Here's kind of what's going on. The social platforms, all of the social platforms, they are deprioritizing content from the friends. For example, if it's a social network, they're deprioritizing it from businesses.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Shade quick sought chat flamingo.
Oh god, you guys, stop being funnier than me, chat. Come on.
Also deprioritizing it from subscribers. And everybody on YouTube that has worked really hard to grow a big subscriber base can understand this. And Sean, you know this really well, right? You've got like 1 million+ subscribers on one of your channels, and you and I both know that they do not see ever all of the content, despite all this work and all these years of work that you put in.
Who are these people, though? Who's Think Media? That's what I'm curious.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. Sia's Mimesy from has been confirmed.
The problem is when I try to do an impression of, like, Sarah Styles doing a New York accent, it turns into my Rhode Island accent. I can't help myself. YouTube growth tips with the people just complaining that they're being blacklisted. What do these guys do?
So if I was going to...
Shut up. Oh, these guys are just...
Angle Draw sent a super chat. Once again, skill issue.
These guys are just grifters. Oh, apply for our 2-day Las Vegas seminar on how to grow your YouTube channel. These guys would be selling you a timeshare on any other day of the week. This is like some MLM bullshit. This is like people who trick people into paying them money to just give them nonsense advice. Thinkmasterclass.com. Okay, hang on. I have to do some research here. Learn the one YouTube strategy I use that generates 1,022,490 views per day. Sign up to our seminar. I bet they're like fucking $180 or something. Oh, sign up to our email newsletter. Register for a class. Get your YouTube money plan in the spiral bound thing we got printed at fucking Kinko's. How to get more views on YouTube action guide.
Peter, Lucifer's here.
Now see, listen, Lois Griffin has a Cranston accent, okay? That's way worse than my Warwick accent, alright? You can tell I'm from Warwick because of how I say Warwick.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Think Media. That a name I've not heard in a while.
I don't think I've ever heard of these fucking guys. 3 reasons YouTubers fail and how to avoid these mistakes on our fucking pre-made landing page. These guys are just seminar grifters. That's all these dudes are. I want to see how much their classes cost. Hang on, come on. Where can I sign up for your stupid shit?
I'm in. I want to take this free class now.
We helped this random person get a silver play button that we totally couldn't have just bought on eBay from somebody. I'm not giving you my fucking email address. And your phone number? Dude, they're just selling your info. This is some grifter bullshit. Sign up now to succeed on YouTube. And it's just a form to fork over your email and phone number that they're gonna probably sell to like some fucking spam shit. How many subscribers do these guys have? 3 million, Jesus Christ. Their current videos ain't doing so hot, huh?
Sabine Brown sent a super chat. Why are you dogging on someone who's achieved more than you can ever can? You pretty much just a lich.
Sabine, where the fuck were you during the Dragon Age stream? You were begging for more Lily content, and then you didn't show up. What the hell's up with that, Sabine? Send me another super chat with your answer. So yeah, these guys are getting like as many views as me. 11K views. Oh shit, bro. Oh shit, bro. Yeah, they're just like, they're probably sponsored to shill this tech. And they sell seminars. They sell like self-help seminars. These guys are bullshit.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Oh, they're taking phone numbers now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at the fucking emojis and shit, like, oh, FOMO, get the seminar now, you'll be successful on YouTube for sure. Next, you can sell knives for us. We also have this Herbalife thing. You know?
Igor sent a super chat. That's $5, Sabine. I've been counting now.
Oh, thank you, Igor. Igor is going to, audit how much money you send me going forward, Sabine, just so you know. They'll probably send you a receipt for tax time. Anyway. Yeah, so these guys are fucking grifters. Look at him mugging for the camera even. Like, fuck this shit. Okay, my curiosity is sated.
What that does is it changes kind of the metrics that we used to care about. Because the metrics that everybody used to care about, they want to get one of those silver play things, which I got one, you've got one, you know, or they want a gold one, right? Or they want to get 100,000 subscribers or followers or whatever, or 1 million. And
what is this, like getting fucking achievements in a video game?
Skinny sent a super chat. Oh snap. Size a lich now? What item do you keep your soul in?
Wouldn't you like to know? I'm not telling you. Also, yeah, what the fuck do you mean by lich, Sabine? Do you even know what the fuck a lich is?
And the problem is that that has become a metric that's not as important anymore. It's a vanity metric. These numbers now, followers, subscribers, size of network, are useless. Instead, what's happening is the social platforms, as you know, are showing your followers and your fans completely different content.
We can't grift people like we used to. This is horrible.
And this is the challenge that we're up against.
Basically, what
Magic Mush made a post about Lily. Oh my god. Magic Mush, please do a video on Lily. It would be so funny. I still need to watch his recent one.
you're saying is that we are seeing more content from strangers than we are from the channels we're subscribed to. Now, there's downside to this if you're established and you've been in this a while like you and I have, because there's this quote of subscribers don't matter. And there's a lot of truth to that you might have a lot of subscribers, but you're not actually getting the views or the reach. You're probably losing from the start if you're...
They do and they don't. Subscribers matter and they don't. Because, like, if you have a significant number of subscribers, people go, oh, this channel must be quality because they have a lot of subscribers, you know? So, but yeah, subscribers are not the be-all, end-all on YouTube anymore. Yeah, because you can get your videos... You can get your videos recommended to all sorts of people who maybe never subscribe to you at all, but they'll get your videos recommended. So it kind of works out the same anyway.
Depending on the TikTok creator fund or YouTube ad revenue, because even if you are good at generating views in the short term, if you don't diversify your income streams or really think about a deeper and more diverse foundation financially in the creator economy, you're in trouble to the ups and downs.
Yeah, do not make YouTube your sole job. I mean, I know it sounds like YouTube is my sole job. It's not. I draw...
Stravis in the super chat. Hi,
professionally.
Sabine. How's your queen? Oh wait, you were banned.
I don't know, man. Sabine really seems to come to all my non-Lily streams begging for Lily content, and then when I do a Lily stream, they don't show up. What's up with that, huh? What's up with that? I wonder. Too bad Lily's not streaming still. She actually streamed on YouTube today. I would have rated her if she was still streaming. It would have been funny.
Of CPMs and RPMs and ad revenue and trends.
So this algorithm change might only be
big.
temporary. I doubt it. Nearly every single change that YouTube has done that has affected the platform.
Well, it's temporary in that they'll probably adjust the algo again down the line, depending on what will make them the most money. And right now it's watch time, buddy, which is why streamers are winning.
And also this channel, for the worse, over the last 5 years has been a consistent regular thing. Instead of ever getting better, it's only continued to get worse. And if that trend continues, this channel is stuffed. This genre of
Guinness sent a super chat. How's it going, Sai? Is Shad's channel dead yet?
I'm working on it. Thank you for the super chat.
And this stuff. And I legitimately might have to shut it down over the Christmas break. I legitimately was faced with the very real prospect of leaving Shadiversity completely. The thing that's kept me here, sticking me around, is our supporters. Okay, without our supporters, the time...
Peary sent a super chat. I could be just naive, but it seems making a channel is easy. Make content people want to watch and have a personality that isn't stale than Shad's content.
Yeah, like, it is and it isn't. Like, I mean, I'm never gonna say I didn't get extremely lucky. Like, I was never seeking out to be a YouTuber. People begged me. My friends begged me for a long time. Like, oh, be a YouTuber, Sai. You're so funny, Sai. And I'm like, I can't script things. I don't know what I'd talk about. I don't know what I'd do. But I was streaming on Twitch, just mostly for my friends and some of my fans. And I did that Lily React, and I slapped it up on my YouTube channel, and it just exploded. And I said, okay, then, I guess we're doing this now. But I do treat it seriously, you know? And again, I'm very open and transparent about how I run my channel and what good practices are. So yeah, if you want to start your own YouTube channel, I can give you advice. I give people advice all the time in my Discord. You can join my Discord server by becoming a channel member or joining Patreon. And if you never pay me any money again, I don't care. You don't have to leave the Discord. I let people stay.
And my put into this channel doesn't seem to be financially viable. And I actually think if I devoted that same amount of time that I put into Shadiversity into Night's Watch has the potential to reach far more viewers and grow far larger than... because that focuses on trending topics, that's stuff the algorithm is much more willing to push more than...
Yes, and I guess you would appeal to other, like, right-wing chuds who want to scream about women existing in movies.
Regular sword content, it would make much more sense for me to focus on Night's Watch. But I'm not there yet, and it's our current supporters that have kept me around. It's you guys.
But I thought, like, in your fucking commentary on your sword fighting video anyway, you were like, my chronic fatigue, it's only gonna be a matter of time until I can't even lift a sword anymore. Like, he was treating it like it was fucking Crohn's disease. So, like, maybe you should just fucking give up on the Shadiversity part, or just merge the channels or something. I don't know, bro.
And so I'm still going to try...
Lolo27234 sent a super chat. If he stuck with sword stuff, he would be fine, lol.
Yeah. I mean, I still think he would have seen a decline, because he does not change up his content enough. But yeah, if he wasn't having fucking meltdowns over Princess Peach and her fucking motorcycle outfit, he would be doing better right now.
Trying to see if there's a way to, keep it going. And that's going to be focused with the stuff that I want to ask my supporters towards the end of this video. And we can prey that maybe there might be a
so just do the head separate and put it on all the bodies.
So, honestly.
I want to make it consistent.
Meow Meow sent a super chat. I'm grateful for all my views. Anyway, if I don't get more views, I'm giving up smiling.
Yeah, right? I'm so grateful for the dedicated fan base, but if you don't start giving me more money, I am quitting. Again, bro, maybe buying all these special edition leather-bound fucking books might have something to do with your financial situation. I'm just throwing it out there. You can sell some of these on eBay, you know, if you can't buy your kids Christmas presents or whatever.
But
do Mormons celebrate Christmas? No, Jehovah's Witnesses that don't celebrate Christmas. I always get them confused.
Maybe there is a way that I can make it somewhat sustainable. There's a new strategy if I just focus on making nearly every single video related to something that the algorithm is willing to promote, which is kind of similar to what I've always done. But that's also
not a good strategy. You don't want to algo chase. You will never be able to catch up. But you do want to be mindful of, hey, I'm talking about something right now that, I'm talking about a movie that's coming out recently. You want to put good keywords, because, like, when I reacted to him reacting to the Superman trailer, I made sure I put James Gunn in the description. I made sure I put the name of the movie and Crypto the Superdog in the description and the title and everything, because those are searchable terms, and I'm likely to get the video recommended on other videos talking about Superman, Crypto, and James Gunn. It's not that difficult, man.
I've always been half and half. I've always still made just full-blown nerdy sword-related content. I need to step outside the kind of box, and even with the nerdy kind of stuff, it's like, all right, is there a way to frame it or connect it with something that the algorithm might be willing to promote? And I think there is a way. Might stop the bleeding, might not. And then it leaves the question, what about the people that just loves the straight blanket sword content without any gimmick or angle to try and, attract the algorithm promotion? I think there is a way for me to still make that content for the supporters and the niche community that loves it.
Attract the algorithm promotion, but you're talking about this like somebody controls the algorithm. It's an algorithm. It's an automatic process. It just crunches numbers. I've kind of had an idea for, like, a cyberpunk book where, like, there's just one major algorithm that basically absorbed all the other ones. and like no one person can control it, and everyone's just trying to game it constantly. It's becoming more and more relevant, this idea. You know, maybe I will write that book one of these days. What'll happen if I also write a book, Shad? Huh? Then I can also have it on a shelf behind me and go, I wrote a book! Do you know I wrote a book? I wrote a book! Buy my book! Buy my book! That fucking joke from the critic will always be relevant.
Anthony Gramgulia sent a super chat. It's clear we come from the SEO/marketing world.
Yeah, and like SEO isn't even that hard to understand. I don't get what his problem is. He's been doing this for 10 years.
Rocco GM sent a super chat. Here is some funny euros I stole from Rock Mr. 5000.
Nice, thank you. But yeah, like, even when I was like a fucking teenager building my own fan sites, I knew how to do meta text. It's the same fucking concept. It's just more complicated now.
For what it is. Again, mentioning that towards the end. But based off of all the information that's available, we can see what's going on, because it used to be that subscriber count and views on a video were a very strong indicator of the quality of the video, and...
Oh, the problem with my book idea is I have, like, the concept of the world and the technology, but I don't so much have a main plot. I was gonna maybe make it a YA novel about influencers, but I don't know, we'll see.
YouTube would be willing to promote it to the people who...
It wouldn't be a graphic novel, it'd be an actual, like, book.
...have said they want to see it, or have watched videos of that same creator. YouTube is abandoning the metric of the amount of subscribers has completely. Like, basically... I do not look at this channel as having 1.7 million subscribers. I kind of see the subscriber amount to be nothing. This is a 0 subscribe channel that is making sword content, and I'm going to be grateful for whatever views I can get, basically.
This is rambling now. Now I'm talking about writing a book and shit. Because all this algorithm stuff is making me think of it.
They want to get 100,000 subscribers or followers or whatever, or 1 million. And the problem is that that has become a metric that's not as important anymore. It's a vanity metric.
Mm-hmm.
These numbers now, followers, subscribers,
you already showed this,
are useless.
And you can really see how that just kills off the niche communities, because I don't think sword...
Oh wait, I'm not doing the face yet.
This is not the type of content that most people are going to consume. And if YouTube is only focusing on content that most people are consuming really like popular, as we see, this leaves the niche communities completely devastated. D&D channels, sword channels now, and many other niche communities completely stuffed, in the sense that will never get mainstream.
I don't know, bro. Critical Role is doing pretty well as far as D&D channels goes, and you know why that is? Because they're fucking entertaining, because they're all fucking voice actors.
Or larger views that could support a business. I think there'll always be people consuming some measure.
B-Tart, you threw your first tomato. I'm so proud of you.
For that content, but the algorithm isn't going to be pushing it to people who are not already consuming the content. That's the big kind of key and takeaway. Especially that now the algorithm doesn't...
Sabine Brown sent a super chat, not trying to defend Shad, but he obviously has a larger audience than you. So it looks insanely delusion for you to scold him and try to give him tips.
Well, Sabine, he's been on YouTube for 10 years and he still doesn't know how the fuck it works. I don't know, Sabine, who knows? Maybe I'll hit 1 million subscribers in like 2 years. Who knows? Thank you for another super chat. It's $10 you've given me so far. Give me more.
Doesn't seem to promote videos from the same creator. If you
send me another super chat telling me where you were during the Dragon Age stream, Sabine. Come on.
Watch one from a certain creator. For example, my video looking at the Naruto sword did really well. 200,000 views, over 200,000 views. What was usually the case, especially 5 years ago, so when you did had a.
What was the watch time though, Shad? What was the watch time? Did people just click on it because they saw Naruto and then clicked off the minute you opened your mouth? I mean, that's possible.
Video that did really well, that would give a boost to not only your content across the board, subscriber boost, and it would help the channel out. When that video was doing really well, there was no follow-through boost in any other video or significant subscriber boost from a video that got...
Yeah, because you clickbaited with Naruto and the rest of your content's not interesting. Sorry.
200,000 views, over 200,000 views. So instead of recommending other videos that I've made that is from the same creator as the video they're watching, YouTube will vastly more likely recommend other Naruto videos. Like, have you noticed this recently? I certainly have. When I watch a video of a certain topic, I get
clean this up a bit.
2 to 5 recommendations as soon as I refresh it of similar topic videos, not videos from that same creator. And then if it's...
Anthony Gramgulia sent a super chat. Sabine, Sai was in a video that got more than 3 times more than 3 of Shad's vids combined.
Thank you, Ant. I lost my train of thought there. I was gonna say he's just like galvanizing me or something. Galvanized steel. Anyway. Yeah, it no longer just spams you videos of the same creator. It spams you videos of the same topic. But if you do videos on a similar topic, you will be in those further recommendations. Again, I've been watching a lot of videos on Severance. And I got recommended this channel called Nautilus Files. Nautilus Files. Look him up. Who I subscribed to recently. He got a decent amount of subscribers. You know, he does a lot of videos on Severance right now, so I kept getting recommended videos from him, even before I subscribed to him. He's also talking about this other show, Silo, which I don't watch these, but, you know, still. I was still getting recommended his videos over and over again, even after I was done watching him for the day, you know? So...
It's a more niche subject. It is less likely to recommend videos of that topic anyway, because it's a niche. Fewer people are watching it across the board. Instead, it will flood, you know, React content, stuff that's trending, which leaves the niche communities completely in the lurch. As a result of this change...
Somebody's salty about React content.
There's a lot...
I've compared what I do on this stream to more normie people as being like a shock jock DJ for nerds. Because some people are like, well, isn't it like bullying to go after other YouTubers? I'm like, well, is it bullying when like Saturday Night Live goes after like celebrities and makes fun of them and satirizes them? It's basically the same thing on a smaller scale, is what this is, you know?
Of videos that have barely any views that are getting far more recommendations than before. You've probably noticed this in your own recommendations. I certainly have. Heaps of content that barely has any views, and that's really good for new channels coming up. And I certainly don't begrudge them for making the most of it. I think that possibly could boost them a lot. One of the issues involved with that is that for a lot of videos that do not have large audience or views, in a lot of cases, the reasons for that is because the videos actually aren't that great. Most of the recommendations I get for videos that have barely any views have those few views for reasons. I've clicked on them sometimes and found them very low.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Plus Naruto is popular. If he hit it when the big three anime were huge, of course it would do well.
Yeah, it's like how Lily doesn't understand, like, her Coffin of Andy and Lele video did so well because she released it when it was a hot topic. Had nothing to do with her personally. And I was just like, oh, I guess I gotta do more content on the Lele, because that's what people want to see. It's like, no, you just hit it at the time it was popular, so a lot of people clicked on it, you dumb shit. How are all these YouTubers who have been doing this for 10 years, how do they not understand this? I don't get it.
Quality. Only occasionally have I found a diamond in the rough, which is great. I like finding good new content, but for my viewing experience overall, I have not seen a benefit. For myself, I would like to be recommended the content.
I love getting recommended small channels
from the creators that I want to see.
I love it.
So much stuff that's just going completely under the radar in the niche kind of interest that I would like to see. I think one of the reasons why the sword community did do fairly well in the past, and we could get videos sometimes up to 100,000 views regularly.
Blood don't get zeitgeist. That is a very true statement.
It's because we were relying on our subscribers and that they would get alerted of when we made, you know, an upload or video. And so when you have over 1 million people that have said, yes, I would like to know when this creator uploads, all right, that of course is going to boost those video views a lot. That's basically dead now. And so when I make a video on the terminology of swords now, it's not recommending it to my own viewers. It is a topic that will never be as mainstream or people will be as interested in the really kind of trending things or really popular stuff. And so that type of content I think will just be languish in obscurity for forever now, unless things change. And that is with the longer form content specifically. Sword content like that that's in short format has a tendency to do all right. And yes, I've started doing shorts now. I stopped doing it because I felt that was one of the things that was harming long form content. And I do think it is shorts overall, but not doing shorts doesn't solve the problem.
No, shorts are very useful. I will say this. You may have noticed I've made a lot of shorts recently. I'm going to make like another chunk of them. I was planning to make them regularly, but I've kind of, I have very bad time management and had a lot of stuff going on IRL. But shorts pay like shit. You won't get any money off of them. But what shorts are useful for is they are just like a little bite-sized chunk of your content that people will just randomly happen across, and they might get you interested in your channel. I had that happen. There's a fashion guy I subbed to recently because I saw one of his shorts where he was making outfits based on different fonts, and it was so clever and funny. I went to his main channel and subbed to him, and he's really cool. I like fashion people because they're really good inspiration for costume design for characters.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. Plus, Lily just has an investor's fetish in general.
Investor's fetish? Oh, what it? Did you mean something else that wouldn't let you type, or is she really attracted to investors? I hadn't heard that.
The few ways that the algorithm is willing to promote sword-related content is in shorts formats.
Shorts can be like a commercial. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, you didn't have to retract your message, Tyshawn, but thank you for the super chat. But yeah, no, shorts can really get your channel out there. They are useful for that. I have no idea what Gunner Death Cage is.
Use that then to try and promote my longer form content, which is...
Wasn't that guy... Who was... Actually, I don't remember the guy's name. I know I subbed to him, though. I can find the short really quick, though. Because Chad's boring. Styling fonts. That guy's gotta come up. This guy... what's his name?
You have to style...
fuck, no!
Style
Wisdom,
different fonts.
Wisdom K.
Fonts as if...
This guy. Hang on, actually, let me bring up the, we're gonna watch this guy real quick just because I mentioned him and we're just getting off topic and Chad is boring. I'll put up the vertical distractive vision for this because it's just short. No, it's not working correctly! No, something broke!
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. I meant to say incest.
And, yeah, I thought you did. Thank you for clarifying with another super chat. You didn't have to do that. Oh, I had it right. Okay, I had it to a specific one. Here we go. I just want to show you this guy because he's really cool. And this video, this video cracked me up, and the outfits are fire, and it was just really funny, and it was good.
In text, how am I supposed to style text? You guys are getting really creative, and I appreciate it. But how am I supposed to style text?
This is good shit, man. Last one's gonna have you on the floor, I promise. I appreciate how Franklin got that. Looks like something like a lesbian biker CEO would wear. By the way, this one is Helvetica. Looks like a lesbian biker CEO. The last one. Peak.
Style.
So good. So yeah, I subbed to this guy. He's awesome. But yeah, shorts can help you find people too. You know? And I did pause super chats while that was playing. I tried, and how do I make them play again? I guess I'll just replay yours. I'm still learning how to use this thing. Can you make it play again now, please? Replay activity. Come on. Do it. That's not doing it. No! I thought I could... No! Maybe now I've broken everything. How do I make you play alerts again, though? That's what I need to know here. Bot commands. Oh, it's got a lot of shit in here. Hello? Hello thingy. How do I make the alerts go again, though? I replayed it. And now it's not... Sorry about that, Bionic. You can send me fan art on Tumblr or Twitter. Let me reload my overlays in case... That's the quick actions. I'm still experimenting with this whole... This whole thing of, being able to pause super chats if I need to. Now I might have broken everything, which would be just fucking great. Reset session. I could probably do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay. Well, we'll see the next super chat. I am drawing Tark sprites for Kaiser Shonen right now, so that's why you're seeing like a little Mega Man type dude. But I'm gonna do the faces separately and probably the head separate from the bodies, so we can just mix and match them. Anyway, back to Shad. I was just showing everybody a cool fashion dude.
It's exactly what I'm doing. And it'll just give a small boost to older videos and longer form videos. And it certainly helped that shorts can now be 3 minutes long instead of 1 minute long. And so in that sense, sword content and Shadiversity,
it did not
be around for a while in terms of being able to get people, to watch. But I'm not sure that's a sustainable model for supporting the business, though. That is a very significant consideration for me, of course. And even if I had to shift my focus away from Shadiversity because it becomes not financially viable in the future, I'll still, of course, make sword-related content occasionally because I love it. Right? I started doing it because I love it. But I do need to focus on what can be sustainable to support my family. So what can I do to try and make it sustainable? I've tried daily content, and I'm kind of on that. It's not daily long-form content. That was very, very hard to keep up. It is now long-form, short-form each day. And I'm putting out 6 videos a week, 3 long-form, 3 shorts.
How do I unpause them?
It is not bringing in nearly as much money because shorts don't make money. And if I was just to rely on ad revenue,
I'm just fucking around with my controller thing because he's being boring.
Other things with only the occasional upload on Shadiversity. Because, as I've mentioned, it's only thanks to our supporters I'm still around. And so now I get to the thing that I really want to kind of discuss. And that is what I can do for my supporters. Because it's only you guys that is still making this a sustainable endeavor. And so my question to not only my supporters, but they're the ones I, of course, want to focus on, because they're the ones I want to now please. Now, for me, making content is in part going to be trying to catch the algorithm. That used to be the primary focus, because that's what was the most sustainable thing for a business. But that doesn't seem to be working out and could be ultimately
I've broken the super chats, guys.
And so then I want to shift a good portion of focus and my efforts to making content that will solely and more predominantly please my current supporters. What is the content you want to see? And what I want to try and do, this is still experimental. We need to see if we can do it. I will be making fuller, because on occasion we do have like a single dedicated video, but most of the exclusive content is behind the scenes kind of content, additional stuff, complementary stuff to support the main content. Because YouTube will not push more traditional sword-related content, it just dies in obscurity.
We can just listen to him ramble while I try to fix this.
Primarily. And so my current plan, it'll take a week or two to put it into place, is that there's going to be a video that I'll make to try and catch the algorithm in some way. And in that video, I will promote and have a trailer for a more traditional...
The thing is, I have a pause alerts thing here, but I don't know how to unpause them now. No, ¿por qué? I don't know why I'm so Spanish today, too. But, I will read the super chats out later if I have to. I thought this would just be like a good thing where, hey, if I need to, I can pause the super chats and then unpause them, but now I can't find out a way to unpause them. No! Why stream elements? Why?
Old school sword content style video that'll be made for the people that love it most, their supporters, the people that have been around here for a while, and that will be an exclusive video only for those that want to support it. To support the channel, all you need to do is give from $1 up. Any amount of support is appreciated, and I really appreciate the big supporters. Doesn't mean I don't value the people who just give $1 is incredible and tremendously generous. And so for every supporter, there's going to be an exclusive, dedicated weekly video that is classic sword content. And look, it's a content that built this channel from the very beginning, but that content YouTube doesn't give a crap about. You guys care about that content, and so there's no incentive to make it for the algorithm anymore, but I don't want to stop making that content, and I don't want people to miss out from making it. But the thing is, though, this is a business. There has to be some measure of viability to still make that content beyond the smaller niche community that want it, because it needs to be financially sustainable if you're doing it to support a business. This is a way for me to make the content for the community of people that love it. And to get access to it, all you need to do is, of course, donate $1
I might have found a way to fix it.
If you really like it, you're welcome to donate more, of course. And of course, because of this, these dedicated videos are going to be requested by our supporters. We're going to be reaching out and asking you, if you're a supporter, what type of video that you want. Everyone can then share their voice, request the content, and then we will then pick the subject based on what we're capable of doing, the resource we have available, and all of that. And there'll be releases, unlisted videos sent out.
He's gonna poll people on what they want to see videos of, then he's just gonna blame his dwindling fan base when it doesn't work.
All our supporters, what's the subject you would like in the next exclusive dedicated video for our supporters? Share in the comments, then we'll pick from amongst those to make the next one. We will share what that video is in the publicly released weekly video, promote it, there'll be somewhat of a trailer for it, and then it'll be released weekly as well. So the minimum kind of content that might be getting released on Shadiversity will be now, instead of making 3 long-form videos a week, and they are videos that are a bit easier to make with the occasional one that has a bit more effort and production in, because we have to balance filming schedule, we might be making 2 videos a week, both high quality with the resources we have available. One of those is going to be released publicly, the other will be exclusive. And then the rest might be shorts content, which will be made focused to kind of promote the long-form content. This seems to be perhaps one of the only sustainable strategies I can foresee going into the future. Now, ideally, I would have loved to have made a more geeky,
okay, I'm never trying to use this thing ever again.
And just release it for free, but it's not a sustainable thing. YouTube is burying nearly every type of video. I got the classic sword content that I built this channel on, completely buried. And so again, that'll be the focus. This might not work. I've been trying many different strategies because as close as I have come.
How have you?
I am not yet.
I've been trying many different strategies, like complaining about this constantly on my channel when no one wants to fucking hear it. Yeah, apparently there's key bindings that I can use to make the on the YouTube settings to make the super chats come back, but it's not fucking working. Okay. Thank you. This is wonderful. Let's listen to Shad while I play with this some more.
We'll have to see. Now, in terms of reframing the content, there is one type of content that I probably won't be making exclusive, but it is very hit and miss to see if the algorithm will promote it or not. But it is interesting that sometimes these videos can get some measure of traction, and it's sword reviews. They're complete wildcards with what does well and what does poorly. I don't really know why the algorithm decides to push the ones that do well, because it's still very niche stuff. But our last sword review has nearly 80,000 views, which is really good for the current, algorithm at the moment. And even if they all do really poor, I love making sword reviews. I get to swing swords around, chop stuff up, and destroy them and things. It's just really fun stuff to make. And I love people wanting to send me swords so I can check. I love swords. Get more swords. Get to swing swords.
Maybe you should be better editing too. Could help. Maybe music in your videos, like, bro.
Use swords. That's a lot of fun. So even if they do poorly, if people are still willing to send me swords, I'll probably still be making sword reviews. Maybe that'll end up being just more sword review content as well, because that could end up being what the weekly schedule could be if we are able to film 3 videos a week, because that seems to be perhaps what a comfortable workload we can manage. Doing more is a push, and we were pushing ourselves so hard at the end of last year to not only build a backlog to try and see if daily content would work out. Hasn't really worked out, but 3 videos a week. So one might be a video framed around what the algorithm might be willing to promote, trending topic, then a sword review and a dedicated video. That could be the schedule, and then 3 shorts in the week. So it'd be 2 public videos, 1 dedicated for our supporters, which is old school sword content. And I like when I think about strategy, it feels good, it feels right, because it means the old school content that our niche community still loves is still there. It's still being made. And if you really like it, all you need to do is pay $1, as much as $1 a month, and you can get access to it and also request now what those dedicated videos will be going into the future. It keeps that type of content alive, kind of. But hopefully it'll be a more sustainable strategy, because it's only thanks to our supporters that this is even still viable. And so...
Alright, I'm sick of this video. I want to go see what he said about our react to his react to his react. Because he cannot shut up about Anthony. I thought that video would be funnier than it was. Oh well. We're good. Oh. Damn it. Still not working, but thank you for sending me fan art. Play next alert.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. Can I think of you as the Kendrick Lamar of autistic nerds and Lily as Drake? If you know, you know.
Okay, I did something that fixed it. Thank you! I do want to be Kendrick Lamar if we have to. Play next. Play next.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat.
I'm just doing that one.
Can I think of you as the Kendrick Lamar of autistic nerds and Lily as Drake? If you know, you know.
I've kind of fixed it, but now it's just, Let's just replaying that one. Okay. Getting close. Unpause alerts. Here we
Tyler
go.
Preston sent a super chat. I see YouTube Shorts as the site trying to copy TikTok, but I do admit it works.
They are.
That's how I found Cooking with Trevor.
I had to go to the...
a 7 out of 10.
I had to go to the actual Stream Elements website.
I see YouTube Shorts as the site trying to copy TikTok, but I do admit it works. That's how I found Cooking with Trevor. This stream's a 7 out of 10.
Shorts is how I found Tyler Bender.
Sent a super chat. Favorite TMNT character if you have one?
Raphael. In most versions. I have to watch Rise still. I know he's different there. It's usually Raphael, though.
Sabine Brown sent a super chat. If you are bored, then why are you reacting to it then?
Well, we're switching videos now, genius. Okay, God. I fixed the super chats, everybody. The unpause option isn't on ground control for some reason.
We will not be silenced. Viva la revolution.
I fixed it. You're correct. You're correct. So for whatever reason, the ground control program doesn't have an unpause, but the site does.
We will not be silenced. Viva la revolution.
I think it's playing my replays of that now. We're probably gonna hear it like 3 fucking times.
Boopta Flute sent a super chat. We will not be silent.
Yeah.
Ironic sent a super chat. I sent you the art on Twitter, senpai.
Okay, I think I fixed it. I don't know why this option isn't on the actual, like, program, though. It's so weird.
Shad, I'm a metal slugger. How am I more humble?
I'm going to have to figure out how to do this with the program and not just the website.
Underscore man sent a super chat.
Thank you. Okay, I think that crisis is over, guys. For whatever reason, the ground control app for Stream Elements has a pause but not an unpause for me, but the unpause is on the website version, so I don't fucking know. But hopefully in the future I will be able to, like, control super chats more, because I know there's been complaints. Alright. Since we have time, I'm willing to go to, like, 6 o'clock. So, another 2 hours. We'll watch a little bit of this. See if it's interesting, and if this is not interesting, we'll look at something else for old Shaddy here. Some good AI he did right there. Good AI, yeah.
One of the main ways that
Mangustine sent a super chat. American say it go.
Yeah, I'm the sideshow. That's right. I'm the head. I'm the best. I'm going into my Shad voice because I'm so arrogant. Alright, I'm going to put him back on 1.25? Because 1.5 is too fast even for me, but he was getting fucking boring. I want to see if he mentions me at all, because I saw my little head in some of his footage. I just want to see. He is an AI bro. Like, I don't even completely hate AI. I actually agree with him on a few things. But he is an insufferable AI bro.
Liars use to protect themselves is to call those that are accusing them of their dishonesty liars back. And if they have an uncritical audience who will not double check what they're saying, this can unfortunately be an effective response. All they have to do.
He is once again 14 seconds in and opened a video just shitting in the well. Just shitting all over the well. Not even poisoning it, he's just diarrhea dumping down the well. Like, bro, this is what people call you dishonest.
Is just keep lying. The only way to determine who's the one being honest is to look at the evidence. This actually isn't hard, and you can be quite assured that the one calling someone a liar without presenting any proof beyond their claim, such as the clip catching that person out in their dishonesty, is the one who is actually lying themselves.
Shad, that's you! He has a kid. He has like 3 or 4 kids, man. This man is a father. Let that sink in. This man is a father.
This is why when I accuse someone of being a liar, I always prove it, and I don't just let them rely on my own word. It's a serious claim and should be backed up with proper evidence.
This needs to be further back. I'm not practiced at drawing Mega Man. I have to make this really good for Kaiser.
About me, claiming I said something about the Mario movie which wasn't even close to the truth. I actually say you can have elements of wokeness in it and it won't ruin the film as long as there's a balance. Mario gets to be the hero that would like to see him being, and in Mario itself it's not filled to the brim. I'm quite clear about the fact that in isolation wouldn't really bother me, and that
we might have to go, like, I wanted to react to his Princess Peach stuff, like, another day, but we might have to go to his trailer react to see exactly what his freakout was, because I remember it pretty fucking distinctly being, like, over the top.
It's mostly harmless. And these are just—
How did this man find a woman willing to have kids with him? He's Mormon. She probably didn't have much of a choice, bro.
It's my views, but Nathan, co-host on Night's Watch, loved Mario and was very praiseworthy of it.
I love this film. I smiled throughout, and I really enjoyed it.
I also praise the film for multiple reasons.
That wasn't
yet Jack
you.
chooses to try and represent our view of the film as this.
The Knights recognize the Super Mario Bros. Movie for exactly what it is. Heretical, obscene trash.
That's not Anthony. That's Jack Saint. So why are you saying Jack Saint when you're supposed to be talking about Anthony? Bro, do you think he got that opinion from Jack Saint and not just watching your reaction?
Mario is a woke film, filled to the brim with wokeness and woke messages.
And with this false deceptive summary of our supposed opinions, Jack chooses to use clips from our reaction to the Mario trailer, which we filmed well before the Mario film was ever released, and he presents them as our—
Denmark sent a super chat. So how are things in the land of the wife's face?
I broke super chats for a bit there, Denmark, trying to use a new tool I have to pause them because people get upset that they interrupt me too much. So that was good. This is, like I said, this is halfway between a react and the regular art stream today. It's kind of the mood right now.
Views of the film, which is extremely deceptive and dishonest. What I want to re-show you right now is some of those clips that I've already shown of myself expressing my actual views on the level of
okay, we'll watch what he shows and we'll go look at the actual video.
What Jack claimed we said, just to emphasize how full of it he really is. Where in isolation, it probably wouldn't bother me as much, but I think kids will love it. In terms of, is it a good family film? Yeah, you know, and there's nothing overt. It's more subtextual, and even then, it's not going to be like, we're trying to get your kids, nothing like that. My daughter will love it as a result of the Girl Boss Peach stuff. She's just going to think it's awesome that she is a total Mary Sue.
Filled to the brim with wokeness and woke messages.
A total Mary Sue because she is proactive and has a bit of a temper. Like Princess Peach has always had in the games, in all the media, ever.
And this film isn't woke in the sense where no character makes a statement like, you know, privilege this or bias that or...
He is the one putting politics on thing. Like, I'm expecting this Mario Brothers movie, headed by a Japanese company, to be talking about privilege and boyish. How are you so America-pilled? You're from fucking Australia. And you know Nintendo... Dude, chat, I don't think you understand that Nintendo is as draconian about the depiction of their characters as fucking Disney is. Like, Illumination wasn't gonna do any of that shit with Shigeru fucking Miyamoto standing over their shoulder, bro. Like, are you crazy? Also, someone said, I broke the super chats. Denmark is quite a sentence. That's the kind of sentences you come to these streams to hear. My streams are wacky.
Vex sent a super chat. Father, please play with me. I can son I have to eye your mother's face on Supergirl at Smooth Illustrated.
Sorry, son, I'm making another Laura of my wife's face, your mom's face. I need to make 400 generations to make the perfect Supergirl good material. And then put my wife's face on it to make it Mormon kosher. What do the fuck Mormons have? I don't know.
Filled to the brim.
And so, yeah, I think it's mostly harmless.
Filled to the brim.
That clip was from an older video.
Boy, you are so bad at editing. Anyway, let's go look at that Night's Watch Mario trailer. Going to Mario Town. That's why we're Brooklyn now. Right in the fucking thumbnail, he's got Girl Boss Peach with this shitty mugging face that just screams, how do you do, fellow kids? And I'm pretty sure this man is younger than me. Alright, let's find out. Did he actually say the word pants in this? I know he was ranting about her having the spear. I remember that. Paints? Paints? Paints! Whip out, paints! There we go. He did complain about the paint. Alright, let's, this is why I love transcripts. I can find bullshit in videos so fast. Okay, let's see what he really said. Let's see what he really said here. Oh, Jesus Christ, he went on about this for a while. Alright, talking about Luigi. Alright. Let's do a little fact-checking with a little evidence, like our buddy Shad said, huh?
If we really want to start talking about the adaptations of Mario, the last Mario, at least they had an Italian guy, but he was like, my name's Mario! Oh, no,
yeah, too Italian.
Mario was always from Brooklyn. Mario has always been from Brooklyn. That's why he had a Brooklyn accent in the cartoons. That's why he had a Brooklyn accent in the live-action movie, though he was played by an Englishman. Dude, it took me to my adulthood to learn that Bob Hoskins was English. Because I saw him in Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Mario as a kid.
Mario! What's the last name? Mario! And
the Mario thing is canon. They made that canon. His name is literally Mario. Like, cry more. The series is goofy as shit.
And so, it's an improvement.
It's an improvement. But they could do better.
They could. especially for that they've made him the full animated Mario.
Bowser is coming.
All right, I need to go back.
Why?
That was an awful voice of Peach.
What's the first time we heard Peach say a full sentence? It was Mario 64, wasn't it? It's the first time they called her Peach, too. I actually know a lot of Mario lore, guys, so buckle the fuck up.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
That was the first time we ever heard Princess Peach talk in the games. And they probably just hired some, like, fucking intern to do it. But, yeah, her voice isn't that high-pitched, actually. And, yeah, she used to be called... If you don't know... If you were born after, like, 2005 and don't know... they used to call her Princess Toadstool in America. And they had to gradually introduce Peach to us, which was her original name. I assume in Japanese she's Momohime.
Sawesomeness. Sent a super chat. 90s Mario movie is great. I accept that I'm wrong.
Look, I love Bob Hoskins dearly. But that movie is trash. I know people enjoy it on, like, an ironic level now, and they like the 80s grunge to it. I understand. But listen, I went and saw that movie as, like, a 9-year-old child excited to see Mario on the big screen, and that's what I got. So, I'm a little bitter still.
That was like... Peach was supposed to be, you know, damsel in distress, high-pitched, girly, and stuff like that. That was total mainstream Hollywood girl boss voice.
Yeah. Mainstream Hollywood girl boss voice. A normal woman speaking in a normal tone. And it's what's-her-face. So I guess you never played Super Princess Peach. Huh? Like, where literally her fucking short temper is one of her powers. Peach has always had a short temper. She has always had a short temper. She has always been like that. Let's see,
Tyler Preston sent a super chat. Peach being proactive isn't new. She's been doing badass stuff since the Nintendo Power
I was about to bring that up.
That's how far back we're talking here.
So this is how I can prove you're a fake Mario fan, Chad, because I know you're around the same age as me.
A super chat. Google says her name is Peachy Heim.
They call her Peachy? Oh! I didn't know that. Thank you. So they call her Peachy. Oh, that's cute. I like that a lot. Let's see. So this is the Mario Brothers manga that ran in Nintendo Power from, like, 1991 to, like, 1996, maybe? Here's Princess Peach. She had just escaped. By the way.
Sr. sent a super chat. Personally, even as someone who likes Charles Martinet, Lou Albano's voice just hits better when it comes to character. I accept your opinion.
Thank you. I very famously was very smug that Mario was from Brooklyn again in the movie, because I grew up with Captain Lou Albano as Mario, because I watched the cartoon as a kid. I have been into Mario like my entire fucking life. Okay, so let's find... Here we go, this is my favorite page. So this is Princess Peach in 1992 in the official Nintendo Power comic, threatening to blow up herself and all of the Koopa kids with a fucking shitload of bombs. And she's Ojo laughing about it. She's literally going, oh, my sacrifice will be worth it. Peach is crazy. She has always been that way. What was her Smash intro where she just walks through fucking fire and then offers people tea? Because that's the best. Was it Melee? It was probably Melee. Oh, I can't find it. I'm sad. But there's at least one of the games, she walks through like a wall of flame and this like does a little twirl and starts offering people tea. It's great. So anyway, Peach has literally always been like this. Let's see, Peach, Paper Mario Wii too. She had her sass. She had her sass when she was talking to the nerd lizard. That guy, Francis.
Denmark sent a super chat. Hey Sai, do the Mario. Swing your arms.
Swing your arms from side to side. Everybody go do the Mario. He was drunk as shit when they recorded that. Yeah, here she is being fucking sassy. Hey, who's picking these responses for me anyway? I'm not marrying this dork. She has never had any chill, man. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to show the picture up close. Peach has never had any fucking chill. Ever. She has always been this way. You're just a fake fan. You're a tourist, Shad. You're a tourist. I will do a full, like, react to these, eventually, but let's watch the rest of this.
Igor sent a super chat. Peach walked so Daisy could run.
Actually, Daisy is a pretty old character. She was in the black and white Super Mario Land Game Boy game, and then they never used her again until the fucking tennis games. fucking justice for Daisy.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
We might watch a little Captain Lou later, just for fun.
Unfortunately.
So I'm not a fan of Peach's voice either at the moment.
Bowser is coming. Together, we...
She sounds normal. Here's this freak out.
I'm fascinated to hear your thoughts. Funny how a few moments ago Mario's getting beaten up by a monkey, and now Peach is looking real cool there.
Real tough.
Mario's getting beaten up by a monkey? You mean fucking Donkey Kong? You mean the first game Mario was ever in? Tourists! These fucking fake nerd boys, I'm telling you.
Next to the Toad.
Is that one a halberd or
really
or
capable?
an
She
axe
spins a weapon around. Now,
How dare she be capable?
A girl boss. Fine, new character. This isn't a new character. Peach has been an established character where she has been a delicate princess for a very long time.
Delicate princess. Where's that image of her threatening to blow up the Koopa Kids with a fucking bomb again? So delicate. So delicate. There she is. And this was after this happened. The reason she's in Luigi's outfit is she escaped by herself by jumping out of a fucking window and knocked herself out. And so Luigi switched outfits with her to go back in there disguised as Peach to trick them. He had a mask on saying he has a cold. It was very funny. But she jumped out a fucking window. See if I can find any more images of her. Yeah, this right here. This is what I'm talking about. Damn it. Stop. Load the images faster, internet. Okay. So, she fucking took one of the flying capes and jumped out a goddamn window to escape. And here's how she was when they first brought her in. She's throwing shit at people.
Stevens sent a super chat. Daisy returned in Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Ooh, cool. I have to use my Switch more, man. But yeah, so this Princess Peach has always been this way. This was 1992, Shad. Come on now, you're just a fucking tourist.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. Hey, Sai, do you needed a second editor? As soon as I learn how to edit videos, I'll be happy to help out.
Maybe in the future. I've dabbled with editors a little bit here and there, but you know, I'm learning as I go along. I'm building things brick by brick here. I gotta take it slow. I don't want to try to overreach too fast. But let's find Luigi in Peach's dress.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. CPT Lou says to drugs kids, you go to hell before you die.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he was disguised as Peach in her dress, and he just had a mask on.
Brain sent a super chat. He's finally here, preforming for you. If you know the words, you can join in too.
Alright, watch the Mario dance, damn it.
Boopta Flute sent a super chat. Later in that comic, Peach asked for her dress back, and Luigi said he wanted to keep it.
Yeah, right here. He's like, I don't know, I'm kind of digging it now. What is this woke nonsense? What is this woke nonsense in 1992? A man can't enjoy wearing a gown. This is unconscionable. The Japanese are trying to brainwash us. Like, get real, bro.
Awesomeness. Sent a super chat. Shad never had that Nintendo Power subscription.
Maybe they didn't have that in Australia.
Or you'd also say that's the core of her character.
That's the core of her
she's had girl boss moments.
Not the core of her character. She has always been very short-tempered and sassy.
But especially in the completely Mario IP focused movie, she should be the damsel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just the way she speaks, even if she's like a badass, she should.
You don't even know, like, this scene happens right before she surrenders to Bowser and gets captured. This happens directly before that in the movie. So maybe you guys shouldn't have been making assumptions just because she's in her fucking motorcycle outfit she's had in Mario Kart for years.
You have that high-pitched voice of
absolutely. And you can have Peach, like, be able to fight, but to do it in, like...
You want her to sound like a grown man doing a high-pitched girl voice like she's sounded in some of the games? Are you sure?
In line with her character in a girly, fun way, like they do in Smash Bros. All right? You don't have her whip out, pants and halberd in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Jesus, Shad, maybe she's wearing a motorcycle outfit which, I mean, even if you don't know anything about Mario Kart, you can tell this is a fucking motorcycle outfit. And guess what, Shad? You don't ride a motorcycle in a fucking gown. That would be fucking suicidal.
Instead, she's fighting in a fun, girly way.
Yeah.
This is pissing me off.
Yeah.
Let's get a good look at that
Landpass sent a super chat. The Peach clip you were talking about is in Brawl.
It's in Brawl? Okay. Why did I think it was Melee? Can I find... Here, that exact image. So, let's get a better look at this. Yep, this woman... head to toe in pink, wearing a full face of makeup and conventionally attractive is not girly enough because she's holding a weapon. That is his logic. She's got fucking lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, mascara on. She's clad head to toe in fucking pink. But because she's not helpless enough, it's not girly enough, apparently, for fucking Shad. He's intimidated by women having any agency.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. I want Comic Peach to be my mother.
Are you sure? Bitch is crazy.
Well, they're taking away the femininity of Peach.
Peach!
Yeah.
Princess Peach!
Yeah.
Giving her pants!
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't play that clip. He didn't play that clip when talking about his reaction to this, did he? That's funny. Wonder why not? Why not? Are you maybe embarrassed by this, Shad, that you didn't play this particular clip of you yelling pants at the top of your lungs about a children's film made for, like, preschoolers? Woman in pants! This is unconscionable! Next I want to vote and drive!
Freaking come off it, man.
She's not shackled to the kitchen! This can't be!
Igor sent a super chat. There's a video of a guy getting carjacked by a Yeti that sounds exactly like the Super Mario Bros. Super Show Mario.
How's he getting carjacked by a Yeti? Are Yetis real? What did you tell me? Yeah, the movie with all the intellectual depth of tissue paper. But that's the thing. Look, listen, I am a big Mario fan. But Mario ain't complicated. It's Alice in Wonderland. It's nonsense. It's whimsy. It isn't deep. And it's not supposed to be. It runs on kindergarten logic, where even the villains are not that bad. You know? Like, look at the end of Mario Odyssey, where both Bowser and Mario get rejected by Peach, and Mario's just there patting Bowser on the back while he cries. You know? It's wholesome. Mario is very wholesome and cozy and comfy and cute and whimsical and runs on kindergarten logic, and that is what I like about it. As much of a cynical bastard as I am, I love Mario as like a comfort thing because it is just a nice, soft, comforting world that isn't supposed to be taken very seriously at all. You know?
know there's a joke in there somewhere. For that.
What? Her voice is reminding me of like what animated show have I watched recently where it just had this girl boss voice? Anyway, it's giving me vibes of something.
The fuck is a girl boss voice? You gonna say my voice is a girl boss voice because it's probably deeper than yours, you little wiener?
I can't remember.
Are going to stop that monster.
Angle Draw sent a super chat. Did this man get teleported here from the 1800s?
Looking at his outfit, he wishes he lived in the 1300s, but he probably would have, like, fucking died of disease before he even reached adulthood if that was the case.
How? Look at us.
All right, so one thing that doesn't make sense for me, right? And this is one of those things where I don't feel the elements connect, right? Mushroom Kingdom. Mushroom Server.
Okay, does he bitch about Peach again? I forget. Again, I want to save this. I'll probably bitch about this here. I want to save this for a full react one day.
And Peach is the girl boss.
Yeah, voice of a normal adult woman. He's like, girl boss voice, girl boss voice. She's not submissive enough. She's not coming up to Mario like, oh, Mario, can you please save me? I'm just a girl. Even though I'm a monarch of an entire kingdom, I'm just a stupid girl who can't do anything by myself.
Tyshawn Sr. sent a super chat. Shad, Princess Peach should have my wife's face.
That's his problem. For sure. That opened the door.
Anthony Gramgulia sent a super chat. It's Anya Taylor-Joy. Shad.
That's her name. I'm getting too old to know who the new celebrities are, to be honest.
Tyler Preston sent a super chat. Old topic, but what are your thoughts on Bowsette?
Tan and redheaded version is the best version. That's my thoughts on Bowsette.
Sawesomeness sent a super chat. You say that, but Mario Galaxy traumatized my youth.
Mario Galaxy did kind of have like this big like head trip ending, didn't it? It kind of did.
Our big adventure begins now! Ah, get it up, get it up, get it up!
I'm sad that got cut from the final movie because that was funny. Those fish are annoying.
It's freaking consistent.
Just reinforced.
Oh yeah, it's reinforced that she's the girl boss, even though like they both fell over from that.
Get it up, get it up, get it up!
Like they both just.
Ed Stevens sent a super chat. It's based on Inkbot cartoons from the 1900s.
Gotcha. But like, yeah, with the gloves and everything. But yeah, like fucking, they both comedically fall over here. But you're saying it's only Mario who looks like an idiot. Like, what are you talking about?
It's freaking consistent.
Just reinforced by your statement there.
But it is funny that Mario is based on, like, old cartoons like that, because early graphics, you didn't have a lot to depict characters with. You just had pixels, you know? Because, like, where's that, Mario NES screenshot. There's a great screenshot out there. And I think...
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. How did the trailer capture my Mario gameplay?
Yeah, just fucking up. There's like a screenshot out there that says this screenshot is bigger than the entire original Mario Brothers game. And guess who played the OG Mario Brothers on the NES? It was me! But yeah, he only had so many pixels to depict things with. That's why he's got a mustache, too. To, fill his face out a bit more. And back when he used to be called Jumpman. But, yeah, like, I fucking, this was one of my first video games ever. When I was, like, 7, we got an NES with the Track Meet, Mario Brothers, and Duck Hunt, combo. And that was my first video game. So my first video game, like, my first real, like, I don't fucking count Duck Hunt and Track Meet. My first real video game was Mario Brothers on the NES. I'm a pretty fucking big Mario fan.
There's a huge universe out there.
Look at them looking at him, just knowing he's gonna freak out about a woman having any competence or power at all. Because he's one of these guys who's like, I have to be, like, women have to be lesser than me because what else do I have? If I'm not better than women automatically, then I have to accept that I'm just a schlubby loser who can't do anything. You know?
She's gonna teach him how to use the powers.
She's had fireball powers in the games before, Shad. Did you ever play Mario 2? Idiot! And also, yeah, she's gonna teach Mario about the world because fucking Mario has always been an isekai. Like, all the people going, why did they make Mario an isekai? Mario has always been an isekai! Mario has always been from Brooklyn! God damn it!
Why does she need someone to rescue her now? She should just...
Who did you wait to watch the movie, dipshit? Anyway, back to him complaining about Anthony, except he was complaining about Jack Saint and not Anthony. Close all these tabs, too. Well, man, in case it fucks my internet. Actually, I'm going to take a break real quick before we continue the video so I can go feed the animals. So I shall be right back. I'll leave you guys with some music.
One, zero, nothing. And I'm back. Alright, Seth Rogen did kind of do his laugh with DK, didn't he? I was surprised. I hate celebrity casting a lot of the time.
But Seth Rogen was actually pretty good as Donkey Kong. And I lost my fucking shit when they played the DK rap when he showed up. I was not expecting that. Anyway, so we had a little diversion showing the clips that Shad cut out of his reaction to Princess Peach in the Mario trailer. So far, 3 minutes in, he has not talked about Anthony at all. He's talked about Jack Saint. You know they're two different people, I hope, Shad. I hope so. So let us continue.
Video, and please understand that this is not about people's opinions regarding media, movies, reacting to trailers, or anything about that. If you like something that I don't, I'm genuinely happy for you. I can assure you there are many things I like that you probably hate.
Well, Shad, it was your completely fucking absurd reaction that everyone was talking about, because you were just like, again, yeah, you were just like an 1800s school teacher with your monocle popping out going, a girl in pants? This is unheard of! This is unprecedented! She's a girl boss! Oh! Next she'll be wanting to ride a bike and read novels! You know, that's why people are making fun of you.
What this video is about is actually something far more important. It's about honesty and the evil tactics that liars use to falsely discredit those people calling them out. And it's
This is about honesty and the evil lawyers who are dishonest and call me out. Again, just shitting down the well. Poured 5 bags of arsenic down the well. And is now just shitting down the well. What else could he throw down the well to, like, just thoroughly, absolutely poison it to the point of just undrinkability?
Usually to try and slander them in response. Because, yes, someone is accusing me of lying after having exposed them for blatant dishonesty, who then is telling the truth.
Except you fucking cut around all of Anthony's points, tried to make it sound like he was saying something he wasn't. And then at one point, you stole his argument and got confused and thought it was yours. It was so weird. In case you guys don't know, Anthony and I did a completely ridiculous fucking stream. This is what he's talking about. We did a completely fucking ridiculous 7-hour stream reacting to Shad's react to Anthony's react to Shad's react to the Superman trailer.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Shame they didn't credit Grant Kirkhope for a rap, though.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty. So yeah, we went on for 7 hours. And then Ant cut that down to a nice brief 3.5 hours, if you want the gist of it. Oh, and who made these beautiful thumbnails for him, I wonder? Who could have done that? Anyway.
Truth between myself calling him a liar and his response to call me a liar in return? Well, if people were actually willing to look at the evidence, I would be easily exonerated in all the accusations against me, including the...
Strasberry sent a super chat. Channel is Peach Toad's Tool. Video is Super Smash Brothers Brawl. All Princess Peach cutscenes HD, and the scene you mentioned starts about 7:50.
Okay, well, since you sent a super chat about it, we'll have to watch that, because it's really funny. Here we go, perfect. This might not be the right one, though. Is it? You guys said it's Brawl? Okay, that's gotta be it. Yeah. Alright, 750? Here we go, we're gonna see the ultimate girl boss Peach, guys. We're gonna see the ultimate girl boss Peach right now, guys. This is so terrible. Wait a minute, hey, wait. The pick at the beginning here, though. Oh my god! Oh my god! Guys. This was a real episode of the Super Show where Princess Peach really wanted to go to a Milli Vanilli concert in the real world, or the non-Mushroom Kingdom, our world. This actually happened, and this was before Milli Vanilli was found out to be, like, lip-syncing frauds. And it was like, Mario and Luigi thought she would want to go to, like, a fancy, smancy concert. They were all dressed up in tuxedos and shit. She comes out looking like that. It's actually kind of funny. But it's, like, surreal. Milli Vanilli is canon in the Mario universe, guys. And yeah, she had red hair in the old show because she was more of a redhead in the games. I don't know why Nintendo insists on making all of their leading women blonde. Like, she used to have red hair, Samus used to have, like, green hair, you know? Anyway, no, Paige has never been a girl boss before. Never, ever, ever. Let's look at the evidence. This scene's actually really funny. I remember this now. This is funny as shit. Do you ever think you'd see Solid Snake interacting with Princess Peach and Princess Zelda? Did you ever think that? At least Zelda gets to have brown hair sometimes. She doesn't have to be blonde all the time. He's like, stay here where it's safe. And they're like, no. Zelda's like, no, I'm gonna cross-dress. There we go. Oh, what a girl boss. This is terrible. As if this is the most awesome thing you've ever seen in your life. So fucking awesome. This is better than fanfiction. Yeah, she's like, alright, I'll do a tea break. That's cool. I forgot I had my music on still. Oops. Anyway. So, yeah, Peach has never been a fucking badass ever, guys. Here she is on a battleship with flames behind her. Okay, I guess enough of that. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for the super chat telling me how to find that. I misremembered which Smash it was in.
A response video that Jack Saint made in response to me exposing him. Where
okay, you're talking about Jack Saint. We didn't get our opinions from Jack Saint, Shad. We just have eyes and ears. You can listen to the words you say.
He then, in return, accused me of lying. If people just pay attention and listen to what I'm saying and look at that evidence, you can clearly...
Buddy, we are paying attention and listening to what you're saying, and you are an absolute fucking buffoon, okay?
find out who's telling the truth.
Filled to the brim with wokeness and woke messages.
And this film isn't woke in the sense where no character makes a statement like,
Cryohazard sent a super chat. I miss Brawl's tea time, LOL.
Was that like a move she had in Brawl? I don't remember at this point.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Shad may have won me over if he complained that Peach wasn't wearing her Milli Vanilli shirt. The Milli Vanilli shirts is Peach's quip to the super dog.
Okay, listen, Sakurai, if you're listening, I know you are. I know you watch my streams, absolutely. Next Brawl, next Smash Brothers, rather, we need an alternate skin of Princess Peach in her Milli Vanilli shirt, please. It would be peak.
Like, you know, privilege this or bias that or
filled to the brim.
From all reports I've received from that video, including one of his
So
own...
he's doing the same thing again, like, I didn't say those exact words, so you're lying. Like, motherfucker. How have you gotten to this age and have a family and kids and you still act like this?
In comments, his video didn't even address that malicious...
Oh, you're right, she was wearing pants with her Milli Vanilli outfit. Hey God. Let's see if we might have been a picture of that. Oh my God! This was back in like 1991. She's wearing pants with rips in them. Oh no, Princess Peach has turned into a delinquent. She likes rock music. And she's wearing pants. How woke was the Mario Brothers Super Show? Bro, just you. Oh, look. Someone did like Modern Peach in that. That's so funny. Yeah, like, Shad, you didn't fucking grow up with Mario, and it's very obvious.
Malicious lie that he said about me, and he went on to construct straw man after straw man attacking me and lying about me. I didn't bother responding to that video.
God, you're such a baby back bitch.
Clear that he was trying to bait me and wanted to draw me into this type of internet mud.
Well, you're doing this kind of internet mudslinging right fucking now, bro. You did this 2 days ago. It's the only thing that's gonna inject any life into your fucking channel. So, hey, buddy, you wanna get your channel numbers up? Go back and forth with me. We can make a game out of it. It'd be great. Great publicity for both of us, little Shaddy. Come on, answer my stuff. Come on, do it.
Mudslinging contest. And when you see a troll so desperately wanting you to react a certain way, the best thing is to not give them or do the thing that they want you to do.
If you dueled Jack Saint, you'd get like 1 million views, bro. Fly him out to Australia and duel him. Do it!
Having said that, I still might respond to that video in the future sometime, because lies deserve to get exposed.
I'm not getting into this internet mudslinging, but I might respond to it anyway, because, you know, because I got nothing better to do. My channel's dying.
And I should defend myself. What's interesting is that a very similar situation is currently underway, where an online ideological activist posing as a media critic has tried criticizing me for
He's just poisoning the well. He's an online. What did you call it? Hang on, let me put the subtitles back on. Anthony, are you still here? Anthony, are you still here? You're an online ideological something. Hang on.
Ideological activist posing as a media critic.
You're an online ideological activist posing as a media critic.
Ironic sent a super chat. Shad is directing all his viewers to the videos that would prove I'm wrong. Terrible, terrible move.
Yeah, he hasn't heard of the Streisand effect, I guess, but... Shad, that's you! You are ideological, you always shove politics and everything, and you're posing as a media critic, and that is what has tanked your numbers, because you're an awful media critic. Oh, Anthony is still here, wonderful. I'm so happy for you that you were here to hear this. Amazing.
My thoughts in the recent Superman trailer, where he constantly lied about what I was saying in my initial reaction, and I called him out. His response is to continue the slander, double down, and lie even more, claiming that I can't take criticism because people lying...
Did he watch all 7 hours, I wonder? Yeah, he's Australian. I thought he was a Kiwi at first, too. Something about his accent sounds more New Zealand to me, but I'm a stupid American, so it's not like I would really know the difference.
It's just fair criticism, of course. And exposing them when they lie about you, that's just me having a thin skin, according to them. It's kind of interesting how much these
No, bro, you have a thin skin because you're constantly belly aching like this.
Extremist, ideologically obsessed culture warriors want to be out of...
You're an extremist, ideologically obsessed culture warrior. Except, Shad. What is the tagline of Night's Watch again? What's the tagline of Night's Watch again, Shad? Shad? Projection Shad? Projection much?
Rings of Power Season 2...
Shut up! Shad, your tagline for Night's Watch is... We are the Night's Watch, guardians of pop culture and fandom. So you're like billing yourself on guarding fandom against the woke, and you have any business calling anybody else an ideological extremist. Bro, you were flipping out about fucking Crypto the Superdog, and you thought like the same movie with Crypto the Superdog was going to have a deconstructed Superman because you're fucking retarded. And I can say that on my stream. Anthony wouldn't let me, but I can say it on my stream.
Drag your reputation and name through the mud, and then try and mock you for responding to it when defending yourself. It's actually quite pathetic. And it's also kind of funny because, in reality, I rarely respond to these activists who are constantly attacking me. For every video where I've bothered to respond...
I rarely respond to these activists, bro! You get butthurt majorly every single time! You can't shut the fuck up about it! Oh my god, Chad, please go stare in a mirror for like 2 hours, please.
Defend myself to all these hit piece videos and attacks. There's like 40 other videos that I've just ignored. And one of the
hit piece videos ain't a hit piece. I'm just having fun, and you're a fucking bumbling buffoon who's funny to react to. That's all it is here, buddy. That's all it is. And I'm giving you fucking advice on how to improve your shit.
Main reasons is that the unfortunate reality is that even if I was to respond to every single one, I don't actually think that would really do much in the larger scheme of things. It wouldn't really convince any of those fans. Especially those ones who now have a firm, hard belief, almost unshakable, that I'm some type of
and then do the arms separate so they're
fraud.
consistent.
I've seen
we
this
can like
time and
kind
time
of
again.
animate
Even
them a
when the
little
truth
bit.
is presented before them, they care more about winning a culture war than if who they are watching was actually being honest.
Bro, you're the only one who thinks this is a culture war. It's you, Shad. That's you. You're the only fucking person here who thinks it's a culture war. Like, when we reacted to his react to Ant's react, he started out almost reasonable. By the end, he was like, oh, well, he's just a woke activist, and he's completely far gone because he doesn't think Crypto the Superdog is stupid. And it's like, he was getting, like, red in the face, disheveled. He was hiccuping. He was so upset. And, like, you're the one who turns everything into ideology and politics. I don't think I've mentioned politics fucking once, except wondering why the fuck you care about Donald Trump over there in Dingo Land. Because that's confusing.
Now, of course, there are people who I align with in my own ideology that do this as well, okay? And I encourage them not to, but I certainly see this far more from those I oppose due to a fundamental philosophical difference, and it's that I do not believe the ends justify the means. This leads...
Bullshit! Your book, Shad. Your book, Shad. You give, like you have a rapist get forgiven by his victims because they had babies. That's the ends justify the means. Like, oh, women having a baby is so joyous. The means of being raped are justified because the end is having a baby. So yes, you do believe the ends justify the means. Idiot. And no, I'm never gonna stop picking on that. I wonder where are all the it's just fiction people who are loud for Lily when I talk about his fucking teenage girl rape writing, huh?
To the sad reality of most ideologically possessed individuals. They don't really care about if they themselves are being honest or those people they listen to are being honest
that's you.
if they're fighting
How many
on the
times
same
can I
side.
say that's
Not when
you?
it contributes to winning the ideological battle that they're obsessed with. Many people can become so obsessed with winning that they then begin to naturally, sometimes slowly, sometimes fully, gravitate towards that philosophy that the ends justify the means, that the
Chad, that's you! You were freaking out about Princess Peach wearing her motorcycle outfit from fucking Mario Kart because it's a marketing thing to sell toys, you fucking asshole. And you were like, oh, this movie's gotta be woke because she's in pants! And she held a spear for like 5 minutes!
utopia that they're fighting for is of the utmost importance, and that it even justifies acting not only immorally, but sometimes
he hasn't even talked about Anthony yet. He's just poisoning the well first.
Principles entirely.
You call it selling out your principles. I call it f***ing winning.
Buddy, that's Vaush. Is like every guy with vaguely red hair look the same to you? Do you think these are all the same people? What's the matter with you? At least I think that's Vaush, or am I the one getting redheaded white boys confused now?
And that's my principle. To win as a socialist, not to lose as a socialist. That's not my principle. I don't give a...
This is well poisoning, Chad. Like, honestly, like I said, pouring 5 bags of arsenic down the well and then shitting down the well. That's what you do. What does Vaush have to do with any of this? He never came up in the conversation, buddy. So you are, like, showing this fucking dipshit who was just as dumb as you on screen to try to build an association in people's heads between him and Anthony, who you haven't even talked about yet. How is this honesty? You are such a buffoon.
About principled failure. Principled failure is worth dog shit.
I reject that philosophy as evil.
So, Anthony, I think you and I are in agreement. We don't listen to Mr. Lolly and Horsecocks over there, right? Because, yeah, we don't. For very good reasons.
Committed, even when in pursuit for a supposedly noble goal, is not justified. And for myself, I will not resort to immoral actions or means to win a fight. I would rather lose that fight for having kept my principles.
Oh, look at you lose every fight, buddy. But you are so full of shit. Oh my god. This video is funnier than the one I wanted to react to. Holy shit.
And standards, then having won that fight.
Yeah, he literally calls people who, like, criticize his buffoonery evil. Like, come Come on, man. You're so dramatic.
Compromising them. I do believe we should all fight for a better world, but we can't ever lose sight of what's most important, the true goal in life. And that's not actually saving the world or even necessarily making a better place, even though
it's making sure girls don't wear pants and go to school. We can't allow that.
we will strive for it. The actual goal is that we lived a good, honest, decent life. And if you've become so obsessed with saving the world that you've started to erode away true principles of honesty and goodness in that pursuit, you've truly lost your way. This does, of course, leave principled people at a disadvantage when opposing people without principles, who rely on immoral, dishonest tactics to win ideological battles. And they also rely on their audience's own ignorance. Or, and this is worse, that their audience is as ideologically determined to win that battle and are willing to accept dishonest...
Okay, when the fuck do you actually start talking about Anthony? When the fuck do you... Oh, he's gonna talk about Ranma again. He's gonna talk about Ranma again. You know, he probably never fucking watched Ranma either. Okay. Okay, we're skipping ahead.
Huge amounts that we're able to give you, and genuinely...
He's still saying nothing, look at this.
I mean, you guys have reacted incredibly. You really seem to like the idea, and I love it because I can keep making that content as well. So Gramgulia is very desperate for attention, has made some of the most...
Mass attack starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello?
Mass attack.
I don't think we've ever hit the mass attack on viewer attack before. I never heard that voice before. Mass attack is when everyone gets to throw a bunch of shit. So somebody triggered one apparently, and now Shad is getting hit with pizzas and shuriken, which I'm sure he'll complain about when he reacts to this react to his react to our react to his react to his react. Okay, he's not... Is he talking about... Oh god, he's shilling his shit. You guys can't even see what I'm looking at right now anyway, because you're throwing pizzas. Oh god, the exploding sheep. Oh no! And the sad hamster. Twitch chat is having a lot of fun right now. The hell did Skibbity Toilet come from? I would never have allowed that. This is utter chaos right now. He's gonna react as me. It's very disordered. She lets them throw pizzas at me and exploding sheep. It's very evil. This is satanic.
Buddha Flute sent a super chat. This might shine some light on his book. Mormons believe the best thing is to have kids so they can teach the word of God. What's messed is that the kid doesn't belong to the woman, it's the man's.
Yeah, it's typical
Tyshawn
misogyny,
Sr. sent a super chat. Shad, you are not Batman.
He's not even Superman. Or his fucked up... So I don't know how you guys triggered the mass attack, but that's cool. I just heard this voice coming out of the heavens out of nowhere and was like, what the fuck is going on? Twitch is always doing this shit to me. Every time they add something new to viewer attack, it's like active automatically. So they must have added Skibbity Toilet recently. I have to make sure I turn that the fuck off. So you guys can't jump scare me with it. Unless you really want to. I'll make it like 500 bits or something.
There's heaps of backlog content, behind the scenes content. It's just huge amounts.
Let's talking about our fucking react asshole. I want to see if you actually say anything about me, because I have a theory, because I'm older and a woman who is not meek and under control of his fucking batshit insane ideology. He wouldn't be able to handle me.
Really seem to like the idea, and I love it because I can keep making that content as well. So Gramgulia is very desperate for attention, has made some of the most ludicrous claims about media I've ever heard, like watching the classic anime Ranma half will turn you bi and trans. That is...
So, yeah, you didn't watch that video past the fucking clickbait title, did you? This is another reason why you're bad at YouTube, Shad. You don't understand clickbait, idiot. This is how you play the game, man. We all have to do it. To a certain extent. And it was for a fundraiser, so shut the fuck up. He'd even make money himself off of this.
Unironically, the title of one of his videos. It's interesting because that video came out after the one that I made on Night's Watch, where it was literally debunking nonsense claims like that. And
he wasn't, like, responding to you directly, you fucking narcissistic asshat.
calling out people like Gramgulia for trying to co-opt classic stories and warp them in to fit their regressive ideology.
The subtitles cannot handle his pronunciation of Anthony's name, which is really funny. He keeps coming up with different ones every time.
Beliefs, where I share heaps of references that Ranma Half promotes many traditional values that are actually the opposite of what people like Gramgulia claim, and that is...
I'm gonna have to watch his Ranma video to see what the fuck he even thinks Ranma is about. Ranma is just a madcap martial arts romantic comedy. That's all Ranma ever was, man. If people read other things into it, that's cool. But I don't think Rumiko Takahashi was out to make, like, some deep fucking message with Ranma, guys. I really don't think so.
All over on my Night's Watch channel, available to be seen there. And it's content like that, which is such ideologically extremist reach content, that it really comes off like his desperate for attention, relevancy, and also credibility. His constant.
He hasn't even gotten to talking about the video
I have,
yet.
For the better part of a decade, worked in some form or another adjacent to the comic book industry, either as a writer,
making wild nonsense claims so people will notice him, and of course he attacks others regularly.
At least that's better than a ton of grifters who don't hide their shameless grifting on every news story.
Dishonesty and deception is his default nature, and I'm going to be showing you some blatant examples of this in his...
Dishonesty and deception is his default nature! And you're saying other people are disingenuous, dishonest, and, like, poisoning the well. Buddy! The well is overflowing with your shit now. You have, like, moved on to the reservoir. You're gonna pollute the ocean next, I guess. I don't know. You're, like, going around hacking the pipes attached to all the houses from the well at this point. You've poisoned it so badly.
His most recent hit.
This analogy's getting really tortured, but, I mean, that's the level we're at right now.
Piece against me. And on top of that, you can look at my initial reaction to him on Night's Watch, where I systematicly break down.
I'm also teaching myself to draw the Mega Man body right now.
Straw Mans. It's actually shocking. It takes 2 hours to go through, and it's just lie after lie, straw man after straw man. That's available on Night's Watch, and the EFAP crew, Mola, Rags, Fringy, and all the others, they've actually done a full podcast.
He's still like, he crows about, EFAP reacted to Anthony, so you know he must be cringe. EFAP reacts to a lot of shit, man. He got, like, some 12-year-old trolls for, like, a week, and then it was over. Nobody cares.
Where they have also systematically broken down this lie's tactics and dishonesty. So, links in the descriptions.
I hope they react to you someday, buddy. I hope EFAP reacts to your fucking sword fighting video. You would be devastated.
To those videos. Gramuglia has a pattern of behavior where he's been called out repeatedly. And he doesn't seem to care about the fact that he gets called out again and again, nor does his...
Neither do you! You get called out again and again, and here you are still ass mad about it.
Ideologically aligned audience. Kind of telling, confirming the things that I've been saying in this video so far.
You know they've named it EFAP on purpose. It's every frame a pause, and it's just people doing this react content, you know, and it's a lot of usually edgier people, some people who are, I know, like, ER is on it sometimes. I won't watch it when he's on. The only person from EFAP who I watch by themselves is Jay Longbone, because she's fucking hysterical.
Fighting for a certain side, and so they will ignore the many times he has been called out for his blatant dishonesty. He can slander and lie about people, especially if his audience is already predisposed to dislike the individual. They'll just accept it, tell themselves that he's telling the truth, or they know he's lying and they don't care.
You have spent the last 15 minutes predisposing your audience to thinking Anthony is, like, biologically a liar and dishonest. You have spent all this time, like, prepping your audience, you know, to be as much on your side as possible, and you still had to delete comments telling you you're being cringe. That's amazing. Amazing.
Care about it, and they continue moving forward. So he knows that most of his audience will eat up whatever he says so long as it's framed in some kind of vein of logic, in spite of that logic being based on a complete straw man, and that he will take things so far out of context that it's shocking. And like I said, yes, his audience will continue to eat it up because it's further ammunition.
Now, see, I was there on that stream, and I remember Anthony having to take time to go back to his original video to show all the context of shit you cut out. And usually it was, like, shit that was, like, 5-10 minutes at a time to, like, hide what his original point actually was. And then, like, he made some offhanded comment at one point. Oh, hang on a second. We got a $20 super chat coming. Thank you.
Sent a super chat. Shad should take up his attitude with Brandon Sanderson, a Mormon man who is a real author who features women wearing pants and kicking ass in his fantasy novels. 2 men from the same religion and only one is scared of women.
That's interesting. I actually didn't know Brandon Sanderson was Mormon. Huh. I think he did a video a little while ago calling Brandon Sanderson woke, so, you know, it broke his heart, I guess, you know. So, his friendship with Brandon Sanderson has ended. What was he fucking talking about? I don't know. He's just like, again, this is 15 minutes of, like, priming his audience to be on his side as much as possible. And he still had to fucking delete comments like a little bitch. That's amazing.
Against those they ideologically oppose. It's not about truth or principles with people like this. It's about winning a fight.
You call it selling out your principles. I call it.
I know. Not all LDS people are the same. I know. I'm an atheist. I'm very critical of religion. That's just how I am. So, but it's clear that Shad's Mormonism really impacts the way he thinks. I think that's fair to say. But again, I'm not going to say much more on that because it's not really relevant to the fucking conversation. Like, he tries to keep bringing up like fucking ideology all the time.
Winning. I don't give a about principled failure. Principled failure is worth dog shit.
Why are we looking at Vosh again?
The Superman trailer that I'm initially
I do not care about Mr. Lolly and Horsecocks. Why do you keep showing Vouch, who has nothing to do with Anthony?
To that video being the catalyst for all this. Actually,
if you look at Vouch, he's just like the leftist version of Shad. Look at that. Look at that. You're both like equally as big losers as each other too, and you're both into like weird lolly shit. So kind of the pot calling the kettle black here, buddy.
For all this. They are examples about the intellectual dishonesty of this person attacking me and trying to discredit me. And we're not going to be going through every single lie in this 3.5-hour video. The fact that I can expose just some blatant lies in not the first 10 or so minutes sets the standard of the intellectual honesty of this person and how much time or attention is worthy of. Yeah, spoiler, it's none. So case in point of just how casually and easily he lies.
So he hasn't even gotten to the goddamn video yet. We're halfway through and he has not gotten to his actual response to what was said. He did this when we were watching his react too. Anthony made an offhand comment about his book and he went on for like 15 minutes going, actually my book is really good. Look at all these reviews. Look at all these reviews that say my book is really good. I don't look at this every day. I haven't looked at this in a while, but look at all these positive reviews. And like, all Anthony said was he was a little disappointed by the book and he was still a fan at the time he like listened to the audiobook. That's it. He had to go on for like 15, 20 minutes about how great his book is. He's that insecure. It's crazy. You know? It took forever for him to get to the actual points Anthony made, just like now.
Is at the beginning of his video, he makes a simple statement, just moves on from it, and he moves on from it like it is just a common, well-known fact. And the lies...
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say. Anthony made some offhand comment about the trailer. He wasn't even talking about Chad's opinion. He was talking about the fucking trailer, saying, oh, look, there he is with Pa Kent. I hope they don't kill off one of the parents. They've been doing that, you know. I hope they don't do that. That's all he said. And then Shad, like, went on forever about this point, saying Anthony was lying about his point, even though Anthony wasn't commenting on anything Shad said. And then at some point he got turned around, and Shad thought he was the one who said something about Superman's parents when he never did. And then, after all of that, he says Superman's parents are tangential to the character, which is an absolutely insane thing for a supposed Superman fan to say. Because being raised by Ma and Pa Kent is what made Superman Superman. He is a man with unlimited power who was raised by good old American hometown values. And I was laughing at that because I'm like, hey, Anthony, it's me and you here that are saying a core part of Superman's character is he was raised by a heterosexual couple with traditional values. And Chad is the one saying that's tangential and not important. Which is hysterical.
Stating that I attack every single person who criticizes me.
Now, you also attack every single person who has ever criticized you, even a little bit.
You've been doing that for the last 16 minutes. You have been showing Jack Sate and Vouch and Poisoning the Well and calling Anthony evil and an ideological extremist and dishonest by his very nature. Are you insane?
Now, what's interesting about that statement is that it is so blatantly and easily provably false.
That's a good point, Lano Lacola. Shad thinks Superman is Kal-El and not Clark Kent. And I pointed that out in the React too, that Superman is always Clark Kent, even when he's Superman. It's Batman who is always Batman, even when he's Bruce Wayne. So this is probably why he liked the Snyderverse, where they tried to make Superman basically fucking Batman, you know?
That it is laughable. Heaps of people have made regular hit piece videos attacking me over the last 2 years, and I've barely even acknowledged any of them. You can look through the Shadiversity and Night's Watch
Why are you so
backlog for
butthurt about
response
these particular
or reply,
ones?
and just see how many I've made in the last 2 years. And you'll find that...
Gee, maybe did you respond to Jack and Ant specifically because they were right? Like, they really got you ass mad for some reason, so there must have been a kernel of truth in there. I don't know.
There are barely any there, when in contrast, there's almost like weekly hit piece videos made targeting me. In actual fact, let's look at how many have come out this week. So we'll go to YouTube.
Oh my god, you're still not talking about Anthony's video. What the fuck, bro? Okay, I just saw Anthony jump scare me like a fucking horror monster, so let's... let's see.
GRF1556 sent a super chat. When you're as far right as Shad, everyone to the left of you is an extremist.
I guess. He's saying, oh, Anthony is saying, I respond to every single video criticizing me, except you've responded to Anthony's last 2 videos criticizing you, so... And you're doing it right now, in this video. So, you probably don't have very good watch time. At least you have this, Shad. You're getting my YouTube premium click. Anytime I react to somebody, they get my YouTube premium click. So, you know, you got like 2 cents from me, bro. So, congratulations.
If I did, that would literally be the only type of content I would have time to produce.
You also attack every single person who has ever criticized you, even a little bit.
It's this type of casual dishonesty that galls me the most, but it's just the scratching of the surface of what this dishonest hack continues to say. Now, the rest of the way...
Dishonest hack! You didn't even say like half as many things like this about him, and that's the funny part.
Gramgulia begins his video as a preamble structured to poison the well and, you know, put into question...
You have had a 16-minute preamble shitting endlessly down the well. You have been eating more food to continue to shit down the well for like 24 hours. That's you, Shad.
Question my reliability and credibility. But before we even reach the 4-minute mark, we come to...
God, if he does respond to me, it's gonna be like 3 minutes at the end or something. Jesus.
Another shocking lie. This is him responding to my response where I exposed him for all his lies.
Shocking.
Lies in his, you know, reaction to my Superman trailer. I know we're in Reactception at this point, but he replays the part where he asks me...
We are like way beyond Reactception at this point, buddy, because you are reacting to our react, to your react, to his react of your react. This is stupid as shit, but it's funny.
If I'm upset that Lois Lane will figure out who Clark Kent is. And at this point, I was wholly exasperated.
Oh my god, he's still on about this! Oh my fucking Christ!
By the constant strawmanning and stupidity and the fact that he couldn't even hear what I was saying about the trailer. He constantly would...
Maybe, Shad, you did not express yourself well. Have you considered that? Have you ever considered that perhaps you did not make your point in a coherent manner in which people could understand what the fuck you even mean? Have you considered that ever in your life at all? You know, have you considered perhaps you do not communicate ideas in a clear and succinct manner to which people can understand the, you know, the spirit of what you're saying? Have you considered that?
Would go out of his way to misconstrue and misrepresent what I'd say, and then go on to address an argument that wasn't even mine. It was amazing the amount he did.
No, you assumed... No! You assumed he was making an argument about something you said, which he wasn't. He just made an offhand comment about the trailer, and then you turned it around and pretended it was your argument the whole time. It was so weird!
This, and you can check out my initial reaction on the Night's Watch where I break it down systematically. Did I say that, you friggin' disingenuous moron? Did I say that? Listen to what I said.
Look, Gary, there I am! Look, Gary! There I am, Gary!
Dead, right?
You did!
You just did! And so when I called him out asking if that's what I said, his response...
He's not acknowledging me. Is it because I'm a woman?
Response was, yes, I did say that. And it's like, and then he just moves on. He doesn't give any evidence or expound any further. And this is the interesting thing. If I did say it, there's a very easy way that you could prove this, Gramuglia. Play the clip of me saying it. Now, of course, he doesn't, because he's lying. I never said that I'd be upset that Lois Lane will learn who Clark Kent is. In fact, only moments before in the very video,
No! You said you were going to be upset that it wasn't drawn out between like 3 movies. You were going to be upset if they skipped the part where Lois Lane doesn't know he's Superman, because it's going to possibly happen in this movie. That's what you said. And then Anthony said the best part is Lois Lane finding out about it, and you took that to mean the finding out part was just her discovering it immediately, not having to like piece it together, which she usually does. But it's like Batman's parents dying. We all know who Superman is. We all know who Lois Lane is. We don't need to do a repeat of this shit in modern media, you know? We really don't. We've seen it a million goddamn times. So yeah, by the end of the movie, she's probably gonna figure out Clark Kent is Superman. She's a fucking reporter. She works with him every day. Like, how could she not figure it out? You know, like, seriously.
Leah is reacting to, I said this. I'm not saying that, you know, it's not fun when Lois discovers who Superman is. That is a fun part of it. Because this whole thing that Anthony's talking about now is, oh, Lois and discovery. No, I'm saying it's also fun when she doesn't know who he is, and that's part of the Superman kind of Lois and Clark.
Yeah, and what we pointed out was her finding out would involve her not knowing for sure. She would have to figure it out. So that would imply that for a while she doesn't know. This is not difficult logic to understand, buddy.
Relationship and how it progresses, and it seems like this new movie is skipping that. And I feel it's missing something important and fun, a part of their relationship. There was a key part in that clip. Let's just hear that again. I'm not saying that, you know, it's not fun when Lois discovers who Superman is. That is a fun part of it. And only moments later in the video, he's reacting to...
And you still said you'd be upset
that Lois would figure out who Clark is. Where in that video, I ask him if that was actually what I said, and in his reaction, he reiterates that I did. There's many aspects to the Superman story and arc that I, as a fan, would want to see. And I'm a little annoyed that it's not potentially just skipping over it. And look...
Are you upset that Lois Lane will figure out who Clark Kent is?
Did I say that, you friggin' disingenuous moron? Did I say that? Listen to what I said.
You wonder why we're laughing? That reaction was so fucking over the top, buddy. Like, you were genuinely angry. Like, God.
Right?
You did!
You just did! When literally moments before in the video that he is reacting to, I said the exact opposite. I'm not saying that, you know, it's not fun when Lois discovers who Superman is. That is a fun part of it.
Anthony, can you believe he is still on about this? Holy shit.
This man is. And in response to me calling him out, telling him, is that what I said? Because it wasn't. His response was,
you're a dirtbag because you laughed at his over-the-top reaction. When he said he's going to be upset if Lois Lane figures out, he said that. I'm going to be upset that we're skipping the part of Lois Lane not knowing who Superman is. Like, you did say that, Shad. You fucking did. You're probably gonna make like another half-hour video arguing about this one point, but you fucking did say that. Eager, I agree. Watching Shad does feel like slowly getting carbon monoxide poisoning. You're correct.
Effectively, no, you did say that, which is as much blatant dishonesty as a guy trying to sell you a car without wheels, and when you say there's no wheels on that, his...
You didn't show the part of but you said it right in the clip you showed, though, that you would be upset that we're skipping that, maybe. I don't understand how he doesn't understand.
Response is, yes, there are. That's how much of an unashamed liar he is. His literal response was, no, you did say that, with no further elaboration or proof. When literally moments before in the video that he is reacting to, I said
he keeps cutting to this image of Anthony with liar across it in huge red angry letters. And it's like, okay, this isn't poisoning the well, Shad, really? What if we had reacted to your video with just liar over the screen the entire time? You'd be shitting your pants.
Exact opposite. And he knows that his audience is so ideologically aligned with him that they don't want or need that further elaboration.
And we're so ideologically aligned, I had to beg you to let me say retard on your stream and you still wouldn't. Because he said it like 10 times and I wanted to say it back.
proof. They just want to see their ideological enemies get dunked on, which is what he's giving them. Therefore, they are satisfied with this content, even if it is founded on a lie. His entire video, as well as the one I reacted to, are filled to the brim with lies like this, because Gramuglia is a dishonest hack, and is relying on the ignorance of his own audience so he can manipulate them into thinking that he has any measure of credibility at all, and that I'm
upset I can't manipulate my audience this well. What is he doing that I'm not doing right? That's what it sounds like right now.
a liar and a fraud. He knows that his ideologically possessed audience want blood, so he will lie about myself and others to give it to them. So I'm going to give one last example of Gramuglia's dishonesty, which is his large defensive claim against my accusations in calling him a liar in that response I made. Because he isn't worth the time in breaking down every single lie in this 3.5 hour obsessive video, but it is absolutely chock full.
Or because, like, you have 1.5 hour obsessive video. You were showing a clip from the live stream, Shad. That was a 7-hour VOD or a 3.5 hour video. Did you watch the whole thing? Or did you just want to play the part where we were laughing at you because you thought people would feel bad?
All of them. I mean, even in that first section, there are so many lies.
And if he's gonna keep calling me, I mean, I mispronounce Anthony's name too, because I'm fucking autistic. I'm gonna start calling you Shed if you keep mispronouncing Anthony's name. I'm just gonna call you Shed.
And disingenuously framed descriptions of me, my character, as well as strawmans and deflections. Like, if you want a masterclass in how dishonest,
God, we need a drinking game for how many times you said strawman.
Go about making arguments and stuff. Gramuglia is a masterclass on nearly every single dishonest tactic that far-left ideological people like him resort to. When truth isn't on their side, they are blatantly lying constantly. He resorts
far-left ideological because you dared have the words trans and bi in a title about fucking Ranma half.
Nearly every underhanded tactic to try and gaslight and fool people into thinking what he's saying is correct. So we don't have time to break down every single one, like when Gramuglia...
I can't be wrong! My opponents are just gaslighting people into thinking I'm wrong! Dude, you need to introspect. You need to introspect badly. Holy Christ.
Claims I go on an angry tirade about my book.
This got Chad so mad, he went on a 30-minute tirade talking about what I was wrong about.
When this is the tone...
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. I'd say Ant and Shad should challenge each other to Liar's Bar, but Shad has absolutely no chill. He'd lose constantly like Death in Bill and Ted 2.
Thank you. I'm sorry. The sudden jump cut to Ant in that shitty plague doctor's mask with his muffled voice just got me. Too bad you didn't do that for comedic effect on purpose, Shad. That was fucking hysterical. I love that shitty mask. It was so funny. He eventually took it off, too.
About making arguments and stuff. Gramuglia is a masterclass on nearly every single dishonest tactic that far-left ideological people like him resort to. When
gaslight gatekeep girl pants. Yes. Yes, Denmark.
Truth isn't on their side. They are blatantly lying constantly. He resorts to nearly every underhanded tactic to try and gaslight and fool people into thinking what he's saying is correct. So we don't have time to break down every single one, like when Gramuglia claims I go on an angry tirade about my book.
This got Chad so mad.
Look how evil this man is! Look how evil and serious and gaslighty he is! This is my enemy! Help me, audience! This is what I'm up against! Oh my god, I'm dying.
Went on a 30-minute tirade talking about what I was wrong about.
When this is the time...
Guys, this is why Shad is funnier than Lily. just the buffoonery. The mostly benign buffoonery.
Of my supposed unhinged rant. And by the way, my book's not going to be any for everyone. If people are going to be disappointed, didn't enjoy it, perfectly valid. Very grateful for the thousands. I mean,
reminder that his book is about a guy who conquered the world because his wife and daughter were killed. And then he got deposed when he was in his 60s. And then in his 80s, he tried to commit suicide by jumping off the edge of the world, and he got to be young again suddenly and go and save the world. But the thing is, when he was a tyrant, he was raping like hundreds of teenage girls just because he could. And now everyone's just like forgiving him. Especially the girls he raped, because they had babies from it, so all is forgiven. Yeah, this is the guy who said Princess Peach should have been more helpless in the Mario movie. The guy who wrote about hundreds of teenage girls getting raped wants women to be more helpless. Just sit on that one for a second.
Thousands of people that have read my book and genuinely love it. I think I've nearly sold 50,000 copies of Shadow the Conqueror. That's including all platforms. And out of all those
this is what I
ratings,
was talking
it is
about.
still
Where, like,
sitting
all
on a
Anthony said
solid,
was, when I was still a fan, I bought his book and I was disappointed. And he went on for like 15 minutes going, oh, well, see, I've sold like 50,000 copies. I'm sure a bunch of those weren't free Audible samples. And I've got like a 4-star rating, and I've got all these positive reviews, and I definitely probably don't delete the reviews. Like I do in my YouTube comments. Can you delete Audible reviews from your own book? He isn't even talking about the response at all. Like, he spent about 5 total minutes talking about Anthony's response. That's it. And this is all just about stroking his little bruised ego.
4.6 out of 5 stars, and even on Goodreads, 3.7 out of 5 stars.
Even on
4 out of 5
Goodreads.
stars. These are all huge,
Yeah, they're ideologically
positive
captured.
ratings. That's supposedly what an angry tirade sounds like to Gramgulia. Oh, and because Gramgulia is a habitual liar and can't help himself, he also lied about the length of time I spoke about my book.
Because a habitual lawyer can help himself. He always has to throw in these tiny little bitchy jabs. Dear God, Shad. How does anyone stand to be around you? Like, you're so lucky all the people around you hand you kid gloves and aren't, like, dunking your head in a fucking toilet like they should be doing.
Obviously claiming that I spoke about my book for 30 minutes, where in reality I only spoke about it for 6 minutes, which I was prompted to do because he went out of his way to disparage my book, as he went out of his way to try and disparage and discredit me.
He went out of his way to disparage my book by making an offhand comment that it was disappointing. That's all you said, Anthony, but it was a disparagement. How dare he sully the name of my glorious, perfect, excellent book. God, this guy is so insecure. Like, holy shit.
Me on every single level. Liar. Or how he claims that Daniel Green had changed his opinion on my book, Shadow of the Conqueror, and then literally shows a clip of Daniel saying he could not remember my book, not that his opinion had changed, yet Gramgulia presented it that
he did say his opinion changed in that clip. Why don't you show the clip, Shad? Why aren't you showing the clip that was used to prove that it didn't say that? Huh? Why not? You could have gone and grabbed it. You know, not too hard. You know how to video edit, right? Yeah.
Had.
Shadow of the Conqueror, I remember I couldn't make up my mind on it even back then, and I honestly don't remember the book that well. I'm just gonna go, I read that because I don't remember it well enough to really give thoughts.
Liar. And what's astounding about just this...
But you cut out the part where he said he did the review and he was newer at YouTube and new to reviewing, and he kind of regrets it. Or at least was saying that, it probably wasn't that good of a review anyway because it was early on in his career. So... yeah, just you cut out that part, yeah. So.
These 2 small examples is that the supposed evidence that he shows in video of me lying that supposedly proves his points literally shows the opposite. So
this whole video is him just like coping to his audience, like, guys, I'm not a loser, guys, I'm not a loser. But like none of his audience would even know about Anthony's video if he wasn't like going on about it on his main fucking channel where nobody cares about this.
Mock sent a super chat. As a writer, you should be ashamed if someone's review is I can't remember what happened.
Yeah, that's not great, is it? Like, you know, your book being forgettable might even be worse than it being bad, you know?
See what I mean about how he relies on the ignorance of his own audience, or his audience knows that he's doing this, and they simply do not care? Like, did anyone in his audience see what he was showing to supposedly prove a point and just actually realize or think that's saying the exact opposite of what you're saying it's saying? So with the examples I've already given of the clear dishonesty, as well as my 2-hour reaction...
like, the 2 fucking brief examples of us laughing at you, of Anthony in a fucking... Plague Doctor mask saying your book's just kind of disappointing. And that's it. Like... no, Anthony's got some good advice. If you want to start writing, just start writing, no direction, for like 20 minutes. Just put something down. That is the best advice for writing. Just put something down. Your first draft is always going to be absolute garbage. Let it be garbage. Edit it later. Don't edit as you go along. Just get something on the page. I need to take my own advice if I ever write that cyberpunk book.
Systematically breaking down and exposing him. Those are plenty enough to prove that this guy is a habitual liar, as well as this last one that I'm going to mention. So Gramgulia's primary defense in his...
This whole video is just, this guy's a liar. This guy's a liar. Don't believe anything he says about me. This guy's a liar. He's a lying liar. I'm perfect. He's a liar. You know? That's his whole fucking video. He's such a baby. God.
His new hit piece is to call me a liar with no real evidence or substance to prove it. And when he does actually try and share a clip for context or evidence, it often says the opposite or taken horribly out of context and just...
He's complaining about Anthony, Jaden.
But he actually claims that I cut out a lot of his video with the context being that I took him out of context. He doesn't give...
Shad, I was on that stream. You're ignoring me because I'm female, but I was on that stream. And I sat there while Anthony went back through his video to show me the context of what you cut out. It was pretty fucking bad. That's in that 7-hour stream. Hell, it's in the 3.5-hour cut, too.
Any examples of me dishonestly or falsely representing the words he said, again, perfectly in line with his pattern of behavior, he states a lie and gives no evidence to back it up. And of course he can't, because yes, he's lying. He literally says that I left out so much detail that it became clear that any time I, meaning yes, Shad, received any criticism, I have to twist his words and cut him off every 3 seconds to talk over his position instead of listening to them.
You did! There was seriously one point where, like, Shad let Anthony say, like, 2 or 3 words, paused the video, and then went on for, like, 2 minutes about what he assumed Anthony's point was going to be, instead of just listening to what it is. It was unbelievable.
Shad's reaction cut a lot out. Shad is a liar.
Ant, what stream you going to? I'll raid you later.
While accusing me of a liar, he left out so much detail that it becomes clear that anytime he receives any criticism, he has to twist the words of his opposition. He has to cut everyone off every 3 seconds because he has to talk over his opposition as opposed to listen and learn, potentially.
Oh, but I did listen, catching him out every time he misrepresented my word.
I don't think you even watched the whole response, buddy. You showed one clip from the live stream, but it doesn't sound like you even fucking watched it, though. Just saying.
Purposely misconstruing what I was saying time and time again, which I exposed in my reaction, and then yes, I absolutely skipped over the nonsense monologue that he would then go into, addressing a point that I never even...
Nonsense monologues? Like this entire fucking video where you're showing Jax 8 and Vaush have nothing to do with Anthony or your response to him, and then you spent the other 15 minutes like poisoning the fucking well the entire time? That? Yeah, like that? Yeah, ignoring me is his biggest offense. But again, like I said, I don't think Shad could handle me.
Made. And is saying that because I cut out that nonsense bullcrap of him trying to argue against a straw man, that took him out of context? I don't need to defend against arguments I never made. What I did so often in that video was expose Gramgulia for taking my words out of context with a clear
actual
evidence,
fandom. Cool. I'll raid you guys when I'm done.
In the moment he did it, and then explaining again what I had said, showing from the original video as well, and then explaining how the continuing ramble that he would go on to, which was just self-congratulatory, sniffing his own farts nonsense about stuff I never...
Sniffing his own farts, Shad, that's you! That's all you ever do! You're making me sing, you're so ridiculous. Oh god, I need a That's You song. Somebody write lyrics for me. I can't write lyrics. I'll sing it though.
Actually said, or arguments I ever even made. You can all watch my full commentary on Night's Watch to confirm this, where you'll find out that this argument is making that I...
You can also watch our response, the 7-hour one or the 3.5-hour one on Anthony Gramgulia's channel. Plug.
Skipped so much of the silly nonsense that he was saying is just another dishonest...
PQA Signboard sent a super chat, back after the most boring Zoom art class ever.
Oh, I'm sorry it was boring. Now we're stuck with this boring guy sniffing his own farts and accusing other people of doing that.
Reflection and tactic is using to either fool people, gaslight his own audience, and not address the lies that I proved that he had made again and again. So this is the level of dishonesty this man has resorted to in the very first parts of his video. And unlike Gramgulia, I've given direct evidence of his lies. Quotes, direct quotes, and the proper context. Where in contrast, he has accused me of lying several times.
Did you do that?
No, because if I lied, it's really easy.
Again, Shad, you've shown like a cumulative 3 minutes of Anthony in this entire fucking video. Did you do that? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Easy to prove it. Share the clip of me saying it. And please pay attention to that. In all the examples where he accused me of lying, and I've called him out and showed you, he didn't give any evidence or proof for it. Because that's what liars do when they try and protect themselves. They just keep on lying, and they rely on people's ignorance to get away. So I hope the examples I've given are enough for any honest, decent, and principled person to know that most of what this individual...
If you believe me, then you're honest, decent, and principled. If you believe Anthony, then you're just a lawyer by nature and evil and an extremist and ideologically captured and possessed. Buddy, you can't be this unself-aware. Come on.
Individual says has no value and that you cannot trust anything that he says. He is not worth your time, neither is he worth mine, which is why I'm going...
Except I've done 2 videos responding to him.
...to now continue to ignore him and not bother watching or listening to any more of...
See, ignore me, you bitch!
...what he has to say. I expect he'll actually continue to obsess over me because he knows what his audience wants. And
oh, they're obsessed with me. No, man. You are just fucking hilarious to watch because you are just such a buffoon. You are a modern Don Quixote. You are the Dunning-Kruger effect in the form of a schlubby man.
Super chat. Hey, Sai, can you remind Ant to make her that Team Rocket video? Not to be rude or anything.
Ant, make a Team Rocket video. He's probably already gone. He's going on another stream. If you're watching this later, Ant, make a Team Rocket video.
They don't care about the fact that he lies everything. They just...
Great googly gramulia. Yes. Obviously, Shad, it's pronounced gabagool. God.
Wants blood in the water to see him dunk on the people that they are ideologically opposed to, and he is giving them that, and so he will continue to do it, which is actually quite sad. You know, for some reason, I'm living rent-free.
Bro, this has nothing to do with ideology. It has with you, like, just being wrong about media in hilarious ways.
In so many of these very far left, ideologically possessed, you know, commentator internet reactors. And I think that it might be in part...
Buddy, you're the only one who's brought up, like, fucking ideology this entire goddamn time. You're the one who's constantly bringing up politics and ideology and culture war when nobody else is. You are, like, shadowboxing the culture war right now.
Because... these people seem to be former fans. That the guy they once watched on YouTube didn't agree with their entire worldview, so now they seek to have their sense of...
I wouldn't consider myself a fan, probably a former watcher. Like I said, I kind of half paid attention to his videos in the background, if you call that being a fan. But no, man, it was your fucking freak out about Princess Peach wearing pants and saying she should have been more helpless that made me stop watching you. So, yeah, maybe... think about that when people tell you the reasons they stopped watching you. Maybe consider it. Take it into consideration. Introspect a bit. Wonder, maybe this isn't the best path forward. Maybe some of this is my fault and not just the algorithm fucking me for no reason. Or you know, oh, YouTube is against conservatives, so my channel's getting blacklisted. I don't know, I'm shadow banned or something. Shadow banned Shadlands. I don't know. Like, whatever the fuck you think is happening in your fevered little brain.
Of betrayal validated by working so hard to try and discredit and destroy me.
Again, I've mostly been feeling out these sprites today. So.
And you guys, so many, are still watching and loving the content. And wow, you guys are really showing up to support as well to get access to that exclusive content, which is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal exclusive content, you know. Okay.
Sustainability and to ensure that I can keep making the...
Dude, you are not going to achieve sustainability if you won't listen to people about why they are no longer consuming your content.
Awesome sword content that you love. So what I find interesting at the end of all this is that even when proven and utterly exposed, Gramgulia will still have...
Proven and utterly exposed. Like, what was proven? His point? I think you might have accidentally did a Freudian slip there, buddy.
His audience, and most won't even listen to my defense, or they will actually deny the very clear...
Oh, I'm listening to it! I'm listening to every word, and you are full of shit. So, we're almost done, and I'm probably gonna end the stream right after this video. To be honest, I'm getting hungry.
Provable evidence exposing Gramgulia as a liar. Maybe some in his audience will realize that he is a habitual liar, but it does seem that for the most of them, it's all about tribalism. It's about who is batting for their side, and not about who's the one telling the truth.
Which is not you. Not at all. I did promise you guys the Mario dance, though, so let's, do the Mario. Let's do that. Captain Lou Albano was, like, drunk off his fucking ass when they recorded this, you can tell.
Do the Mario swing!
We need a palate cleanser.
From side to side, come on, it's time to go! Do the Mario, take one step, and then again, let's do the Mario all together now! You got it! It's the Mario!
I watched this as a kid.
Do the Mario, swing your arms from side to side.
This is the best thing ever. This is better than all of Shad's videos.
Take one step, and then again, let's do the Mario all together now. Come on now, just like that.
So plastered. Anyway, okay. I'm hungry. I'm a little tired. My brain is like melting out of my ears after listening to all of that. So we had a fun time reacting to Shad again. We will definitely be reacting to him more in the future. We have Dick on the screen right now. That's a perfect way to end this. Shad is a dick. Go watch the Milli Vanilli episode of the Mario Brothers Super Show now, everybody. That's your homework.
Denmark sent a super chat. I have drunkenly done the Mario at least once. Good to know it's what Mario would have wanted.
Captain Lou is, smiling down on you from heaven, unless he went to hell, because he did crack.
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs.
Wait, I don't have to track the vision up still.
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
He says while probably drunk off his fucking ass. Right there. Oh, Captain Lou, we miss you. Anyway. Alright, I am gonna wrap up after that. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. This was a little bit more of a loosey-goosey one. Might just do a normal-ass art stream next week. Don't know yet. I will definitely be telling you guys when the copyright-struck videos are back up. I will be editing down the Dragon Age stream, because fuck you, Lily. And, I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I'm going to go make dinner. Goodbye. Oh, and I'm gonna raid Anthony's next stream, so look forward to that.